is wide and tall. From monsters to heroes, he's seen it all. Oh, oh, oh. Chasing dreams in Colosseum. Oh, oh, oh. Model Club TV, they make it shine. Jason on the board, Scott with the mind. Model Club TV, it's one of a kind. Tune in, watch them both unwind. Jason's got the wires hooked real tight, fiddling with the circuits till it's just right. Paintbrush flying like a bird in flight. Model Club TV's on every night. Scott's got the knowledge of 1,000 kids.
Hey, what was that? Did you buy another model? I can't believe you. You have way too many of those things. You need to sell some of them. You're wasting all your time and money on models. Paint what you have.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Model Club TV episode 132. As always, my lovely co-host, Scott Johansson. What's going on with my light? There we go.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
That is better. Woo, I'm pretty again.
No, it's not a.
Let the chaos begin is correct. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Scott, how was your Sunday today? What's going on?
Well, it was fine till about 25 seconds ago.
You're so mean to me. I'm kind of out of breath. I've been running around like a madman the last hour.
You know what's good for that? Hershey's Kisses.
That's probably the worst thing for that. It makes you fatter.
As long as your mom can still breathe.
Woo! Well, guys, here we are live. A couple little announcements here in the beginning. This Thursday will be a model in a movie. We are talking about Heart Eyes and a couple other things. I have finally watched Sinners, so my little review will be there as well. We are not sure. Scott, let's make the decision now. Do we do another episode this month? Because it's the short month. So we might just do this one and then have the next recorded one go live here next month in March. What do you think?
Sure.
But what I will do is maybe do a short little thing for the giveaway. We're not going to do the giveaway for Son of Sheer Terror Society tonight. We're going to do that on a recorded episode.
Why are we doing that?
We are going to do that because Scott forgot to remind me because I don't have the kit. And so we will be giving that away on the next episode or on a special live giveaway I'll do. And we'll get that. Or not live, a special recording.
So there's still time to go to the last episode and watch it and get the trivia question
Yes.
and enter comments in that episode.
Yes.
Because
Very much so. Thank you, Paul Goo. Thank you, Paul Gill, for the super chat. We're going to do an Ask Us Anything episode. We have some questions. A few, not very many, actually. So I was thinking, I'm hoping that people in the chat have questions. Save those for later. Thank you, Paul Gill. I appreciate that.
Wait,
we
wait, hold on. I got to mention
What?
Paul Gill. Thank you, Paul Gill. Thank you, Paul Gill. We appreciate it.
That's all, Paul's had a rough week.
He has actually
Yeah.
had a rough week.
If anyone had seen the pictures. Frozen
shouldn't
pipes are
see-
not fun.
I shouldn't laugh, but he has had a rough week, and I've been through what he had to go through.
No, it sucks. So hang in there, Paul.
Yeah.
It'll get better.
He had a little water leak and doesn't have a kitchen ceiling right now.
Oh, all right. Who's here in chat? There's a lot of people. This is great. Okay. Scott, what's going on? Anything? How's life?
Life is good. Let's give a shout out to our friend Jesse, who had a little mishap today. See, and I shouldn't be laughing about this either, but I believe Jesse did laugh at the video when I fell down the stairs, so that gives me
What happened to Jesse?
Jesse fell off his bike today, and he's gonna have surgery tomorrow morning. So
No. What?
you know, anybody that
Thoughts and
Give me
prayers
some
to
ring
Jesse
cam.
Garcia.
if there's some ring cam footage of this though, okay, because tragedy plus time equals comedy. And so I figured in about 3 or 4 days, this is going to be way funnier than it is right now. So,
So I think you might have to figure out where he fell and then canvass the neighborhood, asking people for their ring cam.
dude, he's going to
footage.
be out there on his crutches, fucking smashing ring cams before I get my hands on the video.
Oh, man, that's terrible. Oh, so what else going on? Anything?
What is going on? I am coming to you live from the new computer we've talked about for almost a year. Is finally operational, and
Scott has had a busy couple weeks, everybody. Not only has he put the new computer to use, finally, after almost exactly a year of it sitting there, he built 2 printers, put those together. And I know he's been working on something else, so it's been pretty crazy.
yeah, I got my car in the garage finally after that fiasco.
So that's great.
And,
Doesn't it feel good to get stuff done?
And today I cleaned the minefield.
Is it Hurt Locker? Is that what's going on back there? The
The
diffusing bombs?
No,
probably
the
just got-
minefield, the where Trixie goes potty. All the snow is finally melted. So
Spike says Windows 666. Yeah, no, he hates the Windows 11.
no, that's Jason. That's the Satan worshiper.
Yeah. Actually, no, that is not. I used my Blackstone griddle for the first time today. That's why I'm going a little crazy. Made breakfast on it this morning. Just cooked smash burgers on it for dinner, and the burgers turned out really good. Breakfast was a little hit or miss. Trying to figure it out. But it was fun. The food was good. So, but it was a lot of work. Trying to get that thing seasoned. I seasoned it a few months ago. And then if anyone has Blackstone tips, I'd love to hear them. If anyone else has one. That thing's awesome. I got to work on my pancake batter. That's one of them. So
It's called Follow the Directions, which I'm
I-
sure
I did.
someone in your house didn't.
I
do.
know we did. We did. Following the directions made it worse for what it was, for what we needed. But
Yeah, Ron Joseph, you are not wrong.
What?
Being retired ends up having to do more work than you used to do. He is not wrong.
Oh, I can't wait to look forward to that. Oh my gosh. Well, we have some new kits to show from people that sent them in. We have some announcements. We have some other fun stuff going on. Let me find this up. Yeah, let's start off with this. You buy anything? You get any new kits? One that we're going to talk about, I think. We can save that one.
Yeah, I did actually.
Something other than the one we're going to talk about.
Jerry Freed wanted to know what I printed. I printed my wife a nice keychain.
All that work for a keychain.
All that work for a keychain. $500 printer for a keychain so far.
Oh my god.
But it prints beautifully, and I got my Neptune printing, and
Cocaine Bear is coming along. I think there's one more episode, maybe 2, of Cocaine Bear coming. It's looking pretty good. Pretty excited. Been going
people
okay.
actually watch you. Huh?
People were in there. I love the little chat we got going on in there. It's been good. So, any other things going on in chat? Okay, trying to read. Again,
You can
everybody,
make great
live
pizza.
shows we got to get used to. They're a little.
You can make great pizza on
Ooh,
your
I did see
Blackstone.
someone making pizza on the Blackstone. I'm gonna have to try that. Okay. You want to jump right into news and reviews?
Let's just jump right in.
Right in. Make your noise, Scott. And let's hope all the buttons work. They do. All right. First up, the 2nd annual KitCon scale model contest and show, Saturday, November 21st. So we're getting this way out there in the beginning. Way out there early. November 21st, 2026, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, a one-day show. Hilton Raleigh, North Hills, 3415 Wake Forest Road, Raleigh, North Carolina. Same venue, new ballroom, 3 times bigger, 3X. Scotch shirt size. Vendors, contests, demos, and raffle. What are you laughing at? What I missed?
The chat.
What I missed? What?
Okay, so first off,
What?
Spike, printed resin is brittle. This is PLA, which is filament, which is a lot more. This is more like an actual plastic piece.
Oh wait, let me go
than
back to you. So
printed resin.
show that again.
And-
We were small. Go back.
Oh,
He dropped it.
like look, I'm bending it. It's pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
So this is different than resin. And Ron Joseph, here's a Blackstone tip: do not use 5W30 on it. So
Who did that? Oh
I
boy.
almost, yeah, there's a story there. So anyway,
That's the
back
best
to-
seasoning. 5W30 burgers. Man. All right. Vendors, contest demos, and raffle. General admission fee is $5. Ages 12 and under are free. Contest $15 for 5 models, $3 for each kit after. No limit. Registration is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Awards are at 4 p.m. So there we go. KitCon is coming back 2 years in a row now. We're excited. So
it is the same weekend before Thanksgiving,
yes,
which I guess they couldn't
get
another
it switched.
weekend because I know they tried. But you know, we wish them well. I hope it goes well for them. Maybe we'll make it.
Maybe. Okay. Up next. From the Worthlings and Pestilence Labs. We're going to re-hit this one. Hey guys, just want to see if we could get another mention of the Quiet Creature. He is still available and the engineering on the piece is amazing. Sculpted by Michael Berglund. Kit comes in 15 parts and detailed instruction guide. He is a true 1/6 scale, measures 13.5 inches tall when mounted on the base. Kit is $175 plus $15 shipping US. We ship international as well, so reach out to Mark and Shana. Why did I say that? Shana. Oh my God. For Shanna. Why did I say
Shanna.
What did I even say? I'm gonna get punched for that. We ship international as well, so reach out to them. Maybe you can get it shipped internationally if you're far away. So great little kit. And I haven't seen many
nice
other
paint up.
ones.
Nice paint up by Mr. Lindy.
Yeah.
I
I've
think I
only-
only saw like 50 pictures of this while he was working on it.
Oh, okay.
So
I've only seen one other Frankenstein's monster from that movie, and it's from CA3D. I haven't seen another full figure anywhere yet, so this is where you're at. NY's he's having pizza for dinner. He's having pizza. Okay. And then Scott, you ready? Are you prepped?
go ahead, I'll get ready.
Are you prepped? Okay.
I'm prepped. Well, I thought you were going to show the photos and talk while I got.
I
prepped.
do have the photos up, but
Okay.
I don't have the price. Oh, there she is. Here we go.
Just-
Terry Gar. From hold on. I'll get to you in a second. Terry Gar is $100 plus shipping from Young Frankenstein. Hold on, Scott. What are you doing? Showing boob?
Nice knockers.
Oh, jeez. So, Scott, you got your hands on the Terry Gar?
I wish. Back then, anyway. So,
Kong 76.
promise
Kong
the
76.
Worthlings, I would do a little demonstration. Give me a second here.
All right. While Scott's prepping,
You read the info.
oh, I just did. We have 30 people on the waiting list. So there are 30 people currently on the waiting list for the Terry Gar from Young Frankenstein. We have 30 people on the list, and we will begin requesting payments this coming week. She is $100 plus shipping. So if you were on the list, shipping is $12. Be ready to get a invoice email. And hello, Raccoon Eye. And Joe wants you to mention Kong 76.
There's no such thing. So,
We have the
this
Terry
is
Gar.
the hand,
Okay.
and this is the candle. The candle does not go in the hand real well. I'm sorry. You don't want to snap it in because you're going to break fingers. doesn't do this. Okay. What I did find, and here I gotta get it.
Yeah, you got to do it on camera.
All right, is if you angle it a little bit and watch, I'll break the fingers off my.
Oh, I will laugh.
So if you angle it the right way, there it is. I almost had it. I must have swallowed. She must be holding water.
You're not on camera any longer.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
We should have practiced this.
I did practice it. There it is. Okay.
Wait. You weren't on camera when you did it.
Oh, you cock.
You got to go the other way, the other direction. There you go.
Okay. So I kind of go this way by the thumb. I'm twisting it while I do it. Once it falls in, then you're good.
Okay. Yeah, can you do that a bunch of times really slow?
So,
yeah,
that's what your mom says.
Yeah.
There you go. I kind of twist it in, and once it's in, it's good.
All right. So
But don't force it.
Don't force it.
Go in. It's a tight fit. Now, I will say this. Chances are, if you painted this and you painted this hand and you do this little number here, you're going to scratch it a little bit and have to touch it up. I don't see any way around that.
Okay. So that's the candle box.
Put the candle back.
Yeah, you can shave it down a little bit. Sand it a little, or is it?
You could, but there's like some...
But you also don't want it falling out.
Right. And there's like, I don't know. There's like see the wax detail kind of.
Yeah.
So you don't want to take that out of it. Okay. I mean, it will, like I said, it will go in. Kind of got to angle it. And then I twist it a little back and forth. And then boom, it's in.
Jerry, don't say that. You're going to get us on a list. Jerry. Jerry, what are you doing? Jerry, don't.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Look at Jerry. Man, I wonder where Jerry got that info.
Yeah, I wonder, Scott. You guys make fun all you want. It's true. All right. We're moving on.
What I'm going to say?
Yeah. What do we say?
Because I would never throw anybody under the bus. Okay. But that Jerry's really good with AI.
Oh, no. All right. So is Jerry. Gotcha. Yeah, so be careful with that. I wonder if could you heat it up?
Maybe. Look, I got number one.
Oh.
With this worthless autograph.
Scott still doesn't know where his camera is, everyone.
Anyway, that's a little tutorial.
All right, so if you are on the list, your pre-order may be coming this week. Start asking for money. Get that money out to the Worthlings and Pestilence Labs. Thanks again for sending it in. They are also sending us a mystery box for me to open and do a what's in the box here shortly. So I have no idea what it is. That's coming. We'll get there. All right, next up.
You didn't go back as far as read Mike's.
I missed it. What did he say?
Either, huh?
What did Mike say?
Ask about his pizza.
You guys keep joking. To celebrate the 70th anniversary of the film, Nostalgic Resin Productions is excited to offer a smaller version of Your Next kit. The double figure is just shy of 7 inches tall. The base measures 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. No, 6 3/4 by 3 1/4. And it comes with a 4x6 highly detailed movie poster plaque. I'm accepting orders now. And the first batch will be shipping within a week. The price is $70 shipped to the lower 48 PM Nostalgic Resin Productions if you are interested. So here we have the Body Snatchers. A little smaller, a little scaled down. And there you go. That base is ready to be detailed with some vines, some Body Snatcher tendrils or something thrown on there. But this is a really nice representation of that poster. Great figure. So check it out. Check it out. What is he saying? Wow, you can't say lubricate? What the heck? That's YouTube chat, man. So weird. So there's that. He also has, let me make sure I can go to the next one. We have some early renders. He's redoing Witchy Poo, has some updates coming for that, and that is being worked on as we speak. So you HR Puff and Stuff fans will have that coming very shortly.
Do you even know what that is?
Yeah, because Dave showed it before.
No, but I mean, do you even know what HR Puff and Stuff?
Yeah, it's a show with that sea monster or something.
No, that's Sigmund and the Sea Monster.
Yeah, it's the same.
Or-
It's the same thing. It's the same. So that's cool. Head out to Nostalgic Resident Productions, everybody. All right. And again, either I am Nostradamus, a prophet, or someone listened to me, Mr. Johansson. Which one do you like to think it is?
After talking to you the other night, you ain't no Nostradamus. I can tell you that.
We have Prince Kura is on his way to the. What did he say? What did Jeff say? He's using big words that I don't know. Is on his way to the prestidigitator of Paul Gill. I don't know what that means. Despite last
Okay,
week's flood,
Let me try reading it.
You go ahead.
The prestidigitator of plastic, Paul Gill.
What is a prestidigitor?
Fuck if I know. I just read it. Okay.
Chat, what's a prestidigitor? Someone look it up. Let me know. Despite last week's flood, Paul is soldiering on. Let's give him something to help distract. Slide this piece in between your Golden Voyage booty figures. Just remit $90 to PayPal. This is to Jeff Yeager. So if you're interested, it's $90. You have to PayPal him at DUPACUCC@AOL.com. Head on over to the Yeager Arman Facebook. I can't put it in chat right now. Won't work.
Put friends and
Gotcha.
family and add Tom B in the comments section.
Yep. And
And you're on the list.
I sent my money in. I'm ready to go.
I wonder what
So
number you are.
I requested these kits. If people remember, I said a good line of Golden Voyage of Sinbad busts would be amazing. And here we go. Tom Baker. Ooh,
And what do you really like about this bust?
me?
Yeah.
What I really like about this bust is the eyes.
No, that's not what you told me.
What did I say?
Something that it doesn't have.
Oh, yes. No floaty arm. Thank you, Jeff. I like that it's a simple just bust without a weird arm with no shoulder. I love it. Do the rest like this. And I was just talking with someone else today. We cannot wait to have the Caroline Monroe done in the same style and as well as that Angelique from Dark Shadows. Please do that. Please, 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 please. Oh, man. It's so good. So good. And it's all sculpted by hand. This is not a digital sculpt. And I was thinking because of digital, it would make the fabric and all of those little details a little better. But Jeff nailed the patterns and things. So it's really, really cool.
Same
What's
with the
everybody
Terry
think?
Garkett, actually. There's nice patterning in the nightgown and
I mean,
stuff.
and look at the likeness. The likeness is like stellar.
That's why they call it a likeness.
But sometimes you have a bad likeness.
You're a bad likeness.
You're not very well liked.
Oh,
So,
freaking Capone just chimed in.
oh, what did he
Jeez.
say?
He just
Oh,
got
that
here.
Jim Capone. Always, fashionably late. Has to do it so people notice that he showed up.
He's Mr. Retired now.
Yeah,
I'm late.
ooh.
Yeah. Whatever. Screw that guy.
All right, up
Okay.
next. And I can't believe this has never been done before. What the F is that? A 3D printed fan art model kit from Just Paint It, Jerry Frade. We have a double bust 3D printed model kit based on the iconic scene with Gunny, Pyle, and the Jelly Donut. This kit is available in 3 scales: quarter scale for 110 plus shipping, 1/8 for 85 plus shipping, and 1/10 for the military collectors at 65 plus shipping. Website is being reworked, so to place an order, please contact me at justpaintitmy@yahoo.com. or Facebook, Just Paint It. Thank you for everything. Just Paint It. So Jerry is there in chat. Let Jerry know how amazing this actually is. How cool. Are you a big fan?
Now,
Are you a big
if they
fan of
bring
this
this
movie?
kit to Wonderfest, they should have to give a jelly donut to everyone that buys one.
Hey, there you go. That's a good marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of this film, Scott?
The film's okay. I will say though, after the boot camp parts, it slowed down a little for me. I
It
don't
did.
know.
It's like two different movies, but
Yeah,
it's still, I think, one of the best movies ever made. It is
but
just outstanding, and the capture.
and again, and I'm gonna catch some crap for this. Let's see. Stanley Kubrick is not one of my favorite directors either. Okay. This is probably my favorite film that he's done.
Yeah.
Okay. If I had to sit through that, I'll tell you what, the only thing more boring than Lord of the Rings is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Here it comes.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Yeah, Space Odyssey is. It's boring, but it's boring in a good way. It's meant to be like that. That's space. like oh, Scott, you got, whoa, Scott, read the chat. Hey, you know what, NY, I just saw a really good interview with somebody.
Oh boy.
Saying that,
there you go.
No, they debunked everything. We did go to the moon, so it's pretty good. But hey, a lot of people are agreeing with you. Look at that, Scott.
Yeah, see, people want you removed.
Yeah. It's time for a new code. Oh, The Shining was a piece of crap.
I agree.
Wow. I didn't realize there was so much Stanley Kubrick. Oh my God. Anyway, this kit's great. Jerry, I will be sending you money for some. I think we are getting some to give away and another little surprise coming soon. So be ready for that. What did Spike? Yeah. All right. Come on. What's wrong with The Shining?
Man. Look at that. Scott is right.
Clockwork Orange
See,
is great too. I agree. Raccoon Eyes. Oh my God, you guys are monsters. Bunch of monsters. Great kit though. Well done, everybody involved in that one. Super excited. I can't believe, I think there was one before. Wasn't there? A long time ago, a Gunnery Sergeant Hartman?
Not sure. Maybe.
I won the Sideshow talk. It was one of the first things Sideshow ever did. The talking doll where you pull the string. And I was listening to Rokon and Gary Meyer on the radio one day. And they used to have Gunnery Sergeant Hartman on a lot. And he brought some of those to give away. And I called in and I won it. And so I had a signed, I don't know if I sold it or if I still have it. I think I sold it. But pretty cool little piece. Dr. Strangelove. Dr. Strangelove is very close to where we're at.
Yeah, John Diaz, even Kubrick could have fucked up 76 Kong. Let's get something straight right now. Okay.
Yes.
The number 76 in the word Kong, technically it's a grammar error. Okay, because it shouldn't even go together. Okay. That debacle shouldn't even be called Kong.
Wait, is there a Strangelove where he's riding the bomb? Did anyone ever do that?
Yeah, that's one of his first ones, I think, if not his first.
No, like as a kid.
Yeah, I think someone did do the Slim Pickens riding the bomb going down. Yeah.
Yeah, it died way too soon, Mr. Hart. Yeah. Arlie Ermy. Arlie Ermy is great in The Frighteners too. If you've never seen The Frighteners, that thing's great. He's great. You saw The Frighteners, haven't you? It's Peter
Let's
Jackson's
go.
movie.
Let's move on.
Before Lord of the Rings.
Let's move on.
Major Dallas, a digitally sculpted quarter-scale bust of Bruce Willis as Major Corbin Dallas from the 1997 that was 97? Good. Sci-fi cult classic movie The Fifth Element, brought to life by master sculptor Daniel Denko Angelosi, Dr. Denko, and the SLP team. This bust stands 12 inches tall and was carefully broken down into 4 resin-printed parts. Quarter-scale kits are $170 plus shipping. Also available in 1/9 scale at 5 5.25 inches tall, $85 plus shipping. Contact Sweet Life Productions at sweetlifefigures@gmail.com for availability, or join us at Sweet Life Productions page on Facebook for more information. So there's your parts. 4 simple parts. 3/4 bust. Oops. What do you think, Scott?
Well, another beauty. Not a fan of the movie, but
Not a fan or didn't see it?
I saw it, actually.
You didn't like it?
I don't remember it. That's how I can tell you I didn't like it. Is
keep
I
up.
don't remember.
I keep going with the 76 Kong stuff. I
Yeah,
love
Paul.
seeing
I hope
it.
your
I
roof
love seeing
falls
it.
in. Okay, I hope your roof is next, Paul. Okay. I hope 76 Kong shits on your house. Okay.
What's good in the house? This is another great kit in their line of busts that they got coming out. It's not even really a bust, 3/4 figure, right?
Yeah, well, again, we've run into
We've run into this. It's, I love it. Now I got to know who painted this, and I can't see. So if those guys are here, if anyone, let me know who painted this, because the arm hair. If you guys zoom in, let's try this. If you zoom in on his arms, the arm hair is painted on there, and I love that. It looks really good. Looks really good. Cool. Very. And hearts go out to Bruce Willis, man. If anyone got the raw end of the deal, Bruce Willis, dude.
No. You get to boink Demi Moore for a long time. Yeah. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I'm just
Boink
saying.
Demi Moore and then lose your mind, which, like, I think I'd rather not lose my mind.
Too late.
God.
Matter of fact, I'm going to ask you off air if you boink Demi Moore. 'Cause
No, never have. Never met her.
not even in the shower, huh?
No.
Alone?
Nope.
Just you, Demi, and that
Nope.
bar of zest?
No.
Okay.
All right. HG Designs. We are very excited to share our latest full figure. It is our take on what we imagine the Conan the Barbarian to be. My partner CG Verse has done another amazing job with designing our new Conan. We have been working on this for some time, and thanks again to our friend Mike Van Scoy for his amazing work and support with helping to create this amazing project. We originally had the idea for him to have just the sword and a bare hand, but we know that there are many out there that like having an axe or a sword, with or without a shield. So we're including all 4 options for this in all of our kit. This way you can pick and choose whichever version you prefer. Each kit will come in 11 parts, not counting the base. Now talking about the base, we are also offering either a deluxe edition or standard edition. The different editions are only for the bases. The deluxe edition will have 3 steps and the pillar, where the standard will just have the 2 steps. The 1/6 deluxe edition stands 13 inches tall, and the base is 6.5 wide by 7 inches deep. The 1/8 deluxe edition stands 9 inches tall, and the base is 5 inches wide and 5 inches deep. Cost for each with shipping included for the continental US is 1/8 is regular is $120, 1/8 deluxe is $190, 1/6 regular $165, 1/6 deluxe $275. So there we go. We have a Conan.
And is this 3D printed?
Yes,
And who's doing that printing?
he just said Mike Van Scoy.
Mike Vanscoy. Oh, all hail Mike Vanscoy. Let's not.
NY 3D Creations, another
Yes.
printed
Yes.
masterpiece.
Because he went a whole episode without being mentioned,
That is a rare.
which was
That should be a
rare.
trivia question. Which ones has he not been?
Yeah.
But it's a cool Conan, and I like that you have the options to include those things. I'm preferential, I think, to the axe. What do you think, Scott? Are you a sword or axe kind of guy?
I don't know. I like that you're, like the way he worded that about the axe and there's people want an axe and a sword and a shield, and I'm like, oh, they must be going to a peaceful protest. But anyway, enough of that.
All right, link for this, and I'll add all these links in at the end of the show. This would be HG Designs over on Facebook. This is the best way to find them all. If someone in chat could throw a link, I don't know can you put links in Facebook in the chat?
I don't know.
Why don't you try that? You could. I don't know if it'll work. I could try it when we're doing it, but so that's what HG Designs has coming out.
Chucky.
What happened? What'd I miss?
No, I get a message from one of our fans on Facebook calling me a pot stirring, bus chucking douche.
Eat it, Scott.
That's priceless, man. That's priceless.
And then this I just wanted to share real quick. We didn't have any 3D printed Patreon stuff, but this I thought was pretty cool. It's their new Darth Vader from the Wicked people but they have that Star Wars one. And I thought it was kind of a cool Darth Vader with the battle damage and stuff. So if you're interested, there's the SW3D that they have over there. That's a cool Darth Vader. I don't see that. So. Then we have one other little bit of info. We have our former Model Club TV partner. This is the best thing I could kind of grab from it. It was kind of hard to do. Steve Riojas put up on his YouTube channel, has all of the Aurora box art tribute kits painted. There's a cool little slideshow video. So head on over to Steve Riojas on YouTube. I'll put that link up later as well. And what? Cool stuff from Steve. Check it out. Scott, thoughts?
He sent me the link. I don't remember how I got the link. I think Steve sent me the link.
If you have it, see if you could put it in chat. I don't know if it'll work.
Yeah, it was really amazing. He did it for a client, and the guy stopped. So the guy didn't do the King Kong and the Godzilla, which was unfortunate because I would like to see Steve do those, especially the Godzilla.
Okay.
But
let me see if I can do it. Hold, please, everyone. You can talk while I do this. Read chat.
I'm going to do it faster than you're going to do it.
Really?
So.
You think? You think?
No, because it ain't let me copy it.
It's a race.
Oh, there it is.
I'm on the channel. Does it block it? Try putting link. It's blocked. Okay. Doesn't work. All right, everybody. I'll put the links up in chat. Open what box?
I don't know. There. I got the link.
You got it? Does it let you put it in?
Yeah.
Didn't block it in chat?
No.
Only YouTube URLs. Oh, okay, so maybe. Joe, what are you talking about? What did I miss?
So where? What?
Joe Bello, open the box, Jason. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, that'll be next episode, Joe.
Oh. From the Worthlings?
Yeah.
No, I don't even have it. I don't have it. Worthlings are slow. Oh yeah, I don't have the best.
Well, Mark's very slow, but yeah.
So. And then again, the giveaway, the next recorded episode, we will have the winner.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
So when do you want me to do this stupid thing you wanted me to do?
Just hold on to it. You'll know the when. You'll know when.
That's what your mom says.
Which is about right now. So we're going to move on to Ask Us Anything. Hold your questions in chat. We're gonna do those later. Say how to find. That's so weird. All right, I'll throw the links in at the end. They'll be in the description later on. I just wish we could. Maybe I could. I don't know. What to figure out. I hate this stuff sometimes. All right, so ask us anything. I asked 4 people. We did this last year. We had some really good questions. Well, we don't have as many questions this time. I'm hoping people are saving them for chat. But I have some that I saved. We're going to read those first, and some that were emailed in. So we'll do those first, and then we'll head on over to emails, voicemails, and corrections. Here we go. This first question. Scott, are you ready? Are you distracted?
I'm always ready for questions.
From Derek Conlon. Here's a question, or possibly 2. What is the most you've ever paid for a kit that you're willing to admit to? That's question 1. Let's start with that.
$1,200.
Hold on. Really? All right, hold on. I was prompted to ask this because of yet another eBay posting for a Janus Man of 1,000 Faces. The kit where the seller was asking $1,200. Scott Johansson, was that you?
No.
Okay. And
I wouldn't pay that for that.
invariably, the listing always features the word rare first. This amount seems ridiculous to me. And second, as garage kits go, this is far from a rare kit, still somewhat in demand, yes, but rare, not in our hobbies, by our hobbies standards. At least one Man of 1,000 Faces kit comes up for sale often enough. It seems to me to be about once every 4 or 5 months. And judging from Janus's own COAs, literally 400 to 500 kits were produced in a hobby where the average kit used to sell in the dozens, maybe up to 100 kit runs. Could it be the Janus kit is the most successful in the history of the hobby? Question. It seems to me it's got to be one of the most successful, which brings me to the next question. On average, how many kits does a producer have to sell to consider the run a success? These are good questions, Derek.
Well, we have Paul's listening. So, Paul, if you want to chime in as far as an answer to that question.
So the most you ever paid for a kit was $1,200?
$1,200 was a original Aurora King Kong's Throneser back in 1989. And to this day, it's the only one I ever saw for sale. And it would probably be worth 10 times that at least now. And at that time, yes, I was a recaster. I recast that thing in resin back then. And, was able to recoup my money for what I spent on the kit. When I sold all my Aurora kits, when I got divorced, that was part of the deal. So it's gone now. I do have a picture of me with it, though. I think we've shown it here. But if not, maybe next episode I'll
okay.
throw that out there.
So
you can see the young me.
Before we move on to the rest of this, the most I ever paid for a kit, I think, was $400. And I think it's a tie. I did $375 and I think $400. And it probably was. So it is the Kyoto Biolante, which I have, and a Flea Rider from Charlie McGrady, which I think was $375.
Which, if anyone needs that kit, I do have one for sale.
There was someone asking. So there was someone asking a while ago for a Flea Rider, but we can't find them again. And Scott now has a Flea Rider for sale. So if you were that person asking for a Flea Rider, get a hold of Scott. He's got one. But we can't find you again. And we can't remember who it was asking for. So if you're looking for a Flea Rider from Charlie McGrady, if you know what that is, Scott's got it. Okay.
So
the rest of this,
I want to address the Janus thing. To Derek, he's right. They made a shit ton of those. Okay, probably did make 500 of them. It's not what I would call a rare kit. However, it's a desired kit. All right, now do I think 1,400 is a little steep?
Well,
me personally, having only give $180 for mine, yeah, I think 1,400 is a little steep.
What's
Someone
the most
wants to
that
give me
kid's ever gone for?
1,400?
Has anyone seen that kid go for more?
I would say a fair price for that kit is maybe $455. Okay. But again, the Janus stuff, it it can go boom through the roof, and then the next one you see sell comes way down a little bit. I mean, most of it is gonna sell for a lot because it was good stuff and it was desired stuff. But
And
I don't necessarily think yeah, I agree with him. I don't think it was that rare, but it's desired. But again,
right.
anything is worth what someone will pay for it.
I got a hot take. And I know I'm going to get crap for it. And I'm not just saying. I don't think it's a great fit. I think it's cool.
For the time.
For the time. Yeah, but even then, it's not something I would ever buy. For me, personally. It's not. I don't. 400, yeah, that's a fair. There's no way.
Now, if there's someone out there that wants to give 1,400 for one, call me. I might sell mine for 1,400.
It's a good kit. I don't understand the willingness to pay that kind of cash for that kit. That's what. Can someone explain that right now in chat? I'd love to hear.
Yeah, and real quick, a shout out to.
I just saw
Virginia.
That too. Yeah.
They're gonna be grandparents.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Moved.
Well, I thought Brent was already a great grandparent as old as he is. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, back to that. It's it's worth what someone will pay for it. Okay, as anything is. Okay.
So then the other part of this question is what's a successful kit?
Okay, so I used to price, if I did a kit, I would price the cost of the sculpt, the cost of the rubber, okay, and throw some resin cost in there, and how many kits do I have to make to break even? And that's how I would price it, because I would want to break even at like 20 to 25 kits. Okay. So at that point, let's say you break even at 25 kits. Then anything over that, yeah, should be good. What's successful? I know when John Tucky started doing the Jaeger Classics, man, he was knocking 50 to 75 out. That's a pretty good
yeah. Real quick, I just want to address Spike. Spike said, didn't realize we were supposed to send them in advance. You weren't. You could. In the posting was you could send them to me online and I'll have them now or save them for chat today. So we're good.
So yeah, it's now digital has changed the game as far as figuring costs out and all that, but Mike Vanskoy pay itself back, then make what you spent to produce it. Yeah, which is basically what I said. Paul must have fallen asleep.
I think any successful kit would be one that you did not lose money making. Like,
yes,
that's a success.
And the thing I like to see are guys like Dave Horvath are out there making kits that they want. Okay.
Yeah.
And they don't always sell. Okay. They don't always sell great. And you never know when you're going to hit a home run, basically. But, the hobby used to be, I'm going to make what I want. And if I sell enough to break even, I'm going to make another one.
Yeah.
Well, it turned into much more than that over time. But so I don't know. That's my long answer to that.
Yeah, I agree. All right. We have one from Keith the Artist. I am still new to this side of the hobby and was wondering how I can cure the inside of a 3D resin print that I bought online that has a very strong resin odor and prevent the outgassing from splitting the finished kit. Thanks in advance. So number one, before you talk about that thing, I would rewash it in some alcohol.
Yes.
Rewash in alcohol first. 90% isopropyl.
Clean alcohol.
Clean. Wash it. Get it really clean. Soak it for about 4 minutes. Do not soak it overnight like Tony Cipriano. Did I let a secret out?
We cured Tony of that one. I'm looking for something. Go ahead, keep going. Oh, there it is.
Yes, I would re-clean it first, wash it in alcohol, and then dry it really well. Scott, do you have that blower on by chance? Next to you, we can show. Good. All right, cool. So Scott, you want to demonstrate it, talk about it? It won't work. So it replaces a can of air, and Scott got one of those, and I was like, I got to try that thing. That is the strongest air blower I have ever seen in my life. I think that is a great thing to have next to your drying rack or your drying area, so you can just quickly blow the alcohol off your prints to dry them. Don't put it up all the way because they will go flying. The part will go flying.
And there's a couple answers to that question,
but
too.
then after that, yes, go ahead.
When you're printing, okay.
Well, no, hold on. This is a kit that he got in the mail.
I understand that.
Okay.
So it goes to the printer first.
Yes.
Okay. Should never send anything out with anything still in it. Okay. It happens. Okay. Mistakes happen. But you should always put a hole in there enough that that's just going to drain out. That's for one.
Yeah.
For two, and I'm sure Mr. Van Scoy is going to agree with me here. If he doesn't, too bad. If you're very if you use clean alcohol when you're washing stuff, okay, you almost don't need to cure it. It's cured. When it comes out, it's cured. So a lot of times when you're curing stuff, you're really curing just the resin that's still in the alcohol. Okay. The resin that's formed the piece is cured. For all intents and purposes, it's cured. Now, when you wash it, you're washing off, maybe some of the excess that dripped on there and stuff like that. But if you use, and you've done it, when you have brand new alcohol and you dip that piece in there, you run it in your wash and cure or whatever, and you pull that thing out, when it dries, it's not sticky. It's not anything. It's cured. It is cured.
Well, I've never had the sticky problem. The sticky problem to me tells me you're not curing enough at your layer height in the printer. Yeah. And again, it could be a resin issue as well. There's a lot that goes into it. I would also the stinky, smelly resin part of it is some resins smell worse than others.
Yeah, and inside of those kits are always going to smell.
They're always yeah. I like to let mine sit for a long time before curing them, and then let them degas a little bit, and then cure them. And it seems to have helped a little bit. Sunlu, I know, has changed their formula a little bit and got stinkier. So it's just, I don't know. It kind of depends. But talk about
Mike. If you clean it properly, you don't need to cure. And I agree with him.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got to keep your alcohol clean and all that. Now,
talk about the light.
And you get a piece, you want to do the inside. Okay, there's a couple of things. There's this tool which you can get. There's no brand name. They're made in China or whatever, and the price fluctuates from $30 to $80. And I make my holes big enough that this tip fits in, and I turn it on. And let's see. Okay. And go about 20, 30 seconds inside. And that's going to give you most likely what you need.
So just
other people have made devices like this. Okay. And it's got a little light on it. You fish the light in the hole and you turn it on. And there you go.
So real quick, Ron asked how big you have to have a hole to get the dental tool in.
So I think the hole for this one is like 10 millimeters.
But you don't have to have the whole 10 millimeters. You can you just stick it right up
the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this. If I hold it up to here,
if you want to actually get the thing in there, it's 10 millimeters.
You're still going to shine quite a bit through. There's also a flashlight available, and we've talked about it here before. We call it the torch. And they make different ones, but you want the one that's 405 nm. Okay, and if you can get that light on anything, it's going to cure everything.
Yeah. I use that
It-
thing. I put it right up to the holes, and that's what I use. I don't use the
Yeah,
dental
and
tool.
that thing is
There was some other
know.
questions in chat just about this question. If you
okay.
could scroll. I paused mine so that I know I can go back and answer questions from chat later on. the lunch.
So the stickiness inside could say that there was some resin trapped in there. Okay, that's another.
There was two,
issue.
and Zizek said that it could be dirty alcohol. Yes, it could be
Mhm.
not curing right in the machine. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong, but
Oh, the torch is killer. Randy,
Dude,
you got
that-
a torch, huh? I know he was going to buy one. The torch, and Jason can put the link in. They sell it on eBay. I think it's like $26.
yeah,
Okay, and it's if you put a drop of resin on the table and hit it with that thing, that shit smokes.
I'll put a link
Okay.
to the blower and the light in chat or in the description later on after we go.
Now, here's something people have to realize too: is those curing stations, anything, that light is only going to penetrate so deep. Okay, that's why I say it's cured when it comes out. So, this is mainly only for things that are on the surface. Now, these little lights are easy to come by, and these are also 405 NM, supposedly.
Yeah.
And you can fish this in there. You can make these and fish it in there. Relatively cheap, little 9-volt battery in here. So there's different things you can do.
Cool.
Okay.
I think we answered that question. I think we're good.
Okay.
Let's go on to the next. So from Barry Goss, longtime listener, first time caller. Well, that ain't true. Jason, this question may be up more Scott's alley. And it totally is. Eliminating/minimizing air bubbles in rubber molds and resin castings if you don't have a vacuum chamber or a pressure pot. I'll be using Smooth On's Mold Star 15 Slow Platinum Silicone Rubber and Smoothcast 326.
Okay. So when you're pouring your rubber, you don't want to use this at full blast. But the nice thing about this that we didn't show
There's a dial on the back.
is you can turn it way down. Okay. Now, when I used to pour rubber molds in the old Stone Age days, I would use a straw and blow through the straw to kind of, as I slowly poured the rubber on, get some of the air out. Okay. It's going to work good enough as long as you're not pressure casting. If you're pressure casting, you have to vacuum your rubber. Okay. You'll get a much better mold out of vacuumed rubber. I don't like to do it myself. I seldom do it, but you do get a better mold out of vacuumed rubber. Okay?
Isn't there a technique in pouring the rubber? If you pour it to like that real
Yes.
tiny.
Okay. They call it the
stream?
bombs away method.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the higher up you are and can hold the stuff.
And you pour it so that it's like the stream coming out is like,
Yeah.
that, like the tip of
Yeah.
my.
Yeah, they actually call it the bombs away method. As one
And then
thing I thought I
yeah.
heard, but
So there's one.
now,
That's
as
one
far
way.
as
to do it.
eliminating bubbles, if you don't want to pressure cast, okay, you can do like our friend Paul Gill does, and you can take a mold and spin it by hand and basically rotocast it by hand. You can also if you can build or get a small rotocaster and you fill the mold almost full and spin it, you'll eliminate a lot of bubbles that way. So that's two ways. If you don't have access to either of those, you have to find where the bubble goes and pre-fill it. Okay. And then once that area cures, you want to gently then put your mold together and bind it up and whatever, but you don't want to flex it, because what happens is if you flex it, this part you pre-poured comes away from the mold a little bit and you'll get a skin there, and you don't want that. Okay. So you have to be careful when you pre-pour. So
Hey, Yamato.
I hope that answers the question.
I think that's a good answer. I think try the real slender pour, and then what Scott said, the air. Talk about what's pre-filling. How do you pre-fill for people who don't know? What's a pre-fill?
So pre-fill, and again, hold on, let me grab it.
Like if
'cause
you
I've
mold
got some-
someone's hand like this, you would be basically squirting resin into the finger cavities and then pouring in the rest of the resin so that you make sure that
I'm glad.
those things get filled. Am I
So,
right?
This is one of my pre-pour tools. Well, I actually use this a lot.
Barry
both
asked,
ways.
what about a vibrating table?
Maybe for the rubber at least, and maybe for the resin. Yes, maybe.
And you know what? Jamie upstairs, not Jamie's side, Jamie just bought a vibrating plate that's supposed
I
to
bet
like
she did, because Jason's not doing his job.
I'm not. That's supposed to like it's for your lymphatic system, I guess. But it's a vibrating plate. Maybe that would work.
So we started at 7 Central, 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
So I think they got that. Yamato got that.
You're here though,
Exactly.
Yamato. That's all that matters.
But you're here. That's all that matters.
We're here
This
to
is
bore
another
you an
great
hour late.
tool I use for pre-filling, because a lot of times the areas that are going to get air are just real little cavities. So you fill this where you suck some resin into this, and you just stick this in there. This is called an irrigation syringe. And you stick this into there and, force the air out. Okay. And then I've also used these to, once the mold is together, depending on the size of the mold, obviously, but if it's a smaller piece, I'll use these to almost inject the resin, give a little pressure behind it.
Yeah.
There'll be 2 holes, and then when it starts shooting out the other hole, you've pretty much filled it.
Cool.
So there's a lot of techniques that you can use. These are reusable. A lot of times you end up having to cut the tip off, though, because when they're new, this tip is really small, but they're still usable. And you can get 20, 30 uses out of these. When I first started resin casting and got this brainstorm, I was buying these at Frank's Nursery and Crafts for $1 a piece.
I remember Frank.
And it was so hard to get them. I went to every Frank's in the area,
Yeah.
to get like 20 of them. And I finally got a hold of, because at the time, this was pre-internet, way back in 89 when I was talking. This is an
Is Frank's in
irrigation
Cal City?
syringe. It's Frank's in Cal City. I went to Frank's in Highland. I went to Frank's everywhere. This was an irrigation syringe that dentists use. And it was a Monoject 412. It still is a Monoject 412. Okay. And I got a hold of this dental supply company in Wisconsin. It was called Pop Dental, P-O-P-P. And, they don't like to sell to people that are just hobbyists or whatever,
Yeah.
And, but I got a hold of this nice lady there, and they were selling me boxes of these things, and they were like $0.25 a piece. And it was like, oh, so nice. So I still have boxes of these, and you can buy these, but
We should give them away at
buy a big
Wonderfest.
box off of eBay. Don't buy a fucking 3 of them. I've seen hobby stores selling these for $1.50.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
man. All right. Next questions. And then we'll get to the questions from chat. This is the last series of ones from the printed. It's from Joe Heil. Joe Heil asks, Loot Studios offers some very cool large-sized dragons and creatures, but it appears that they only offer the STLs and not an actual print service. Do you know of any print providers who would print Loot Studios large-sized kits? So here's the thing about Loot Studios. They do not offer a merchant tier. So you are not allowed to, I personally, I'm not allowed to be a member of Loot Studios and then sell prints. Nobody. Even if you pay more for the license to do so. They don't have that option at all. It seems to me, here's the next question. It seems to me there would now be a great business opportunity for third-party print providers. So the only way if you wanted Loot Studios stuff is you would have to be a subscriber to Loot Studios and then send those files to a printer to have done. That's totally acceptable. But they don't allow people to just straight out sell Loot Studios figures. Next question. Have you
Real quick,
contacted...
have either of us been to the Wiener Circle? I haven't. You probably have.
Oh, I have Wiener Circle stored.
I bet you do.
Well, hold on to that. Who
We're
asked
talking
that?
about the hot dog place.
Who asked
not your
that?
fucking
Who
freak
asked
sex
that?
life.
Who asked that?
Ron Joseph.
Oh, Ron. Okay, we'll get to Wiener Circle. When I'm done, yes. I've been to Wiener Circle. I have not
We're
had the
having some
chocolate.
sweet tart.
I have not had the chocolate shake.
Okay.
Scott, you know what the chocolate shake at the Wiener Circle is?
No,
I want you to Google that while I'm answering the rest of these questions.
I'm not Googling that. I Googled the last thing we talked about, and I'm sorry I did that.
Oh, wait, no, I'm going to need you. Okay. Have you contacted Loot Studios guys to ask them to be on your show? No, but I can. I think I will. I talked to them at Adepticon a few years ago. They're pretty nice. I will talk to them. Are you guys going to Wonderfest? Scott?
Yes.
Yes, I am going to Wonderfest. Are you guys going to KitCon? Don't know. Possible. Scott?
It would be pretty iffy for me.
Okay.
Maybe.
You had previously mentioned featuring some of Scott's rare vintage kits during each Model Club TV episode. Will this happen? Hopefully, yes. Scott, I have asked you every episode since mentioning this to do this.
Time.
Do you have the kit available right now to
Time.
do what I asked you to do 10
No,
times?
I just did the last thing you asked me to do. Is that really what happens when you ask for
That is what
chocolate
you
shake?
happens when there's a chocolate shake. Everyone
What
go
if she's not there?
go Google chocolate shake, Wiener Circle.
Oh my God.
I'll talk about Wiener Circle in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to know? No, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God
I was still laughing about the chocolate shake.
You previously mentioned featuring some of Scott's stash rare vintage kits during each MTV episode. Will this happen? Hopefully, yes. Scott, do you have something from the stash?
Well, I went down there. You know what? It's hard because we did the, we did a lot of what's in the bin. So I don't know what's been shown and what hasn't. Okay. So if this is a repeat, I apologize.
You got it?
But I didn't grab just one piece. I grabbed two.
Oh! I can't believe you guys. I need to stand up and stretch for this.
Your wiener falls out of your pants.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't believe you guys. I thought for sure Scott would let me down once again. The first episode of Scott's Stash.
And what better?
We did show that, I think, but some people are new.
So this is a Mike Parks piece. And it's a plaque. And it's a tribute to the correct King Kong. And this was actually a second that because it had two different kinds of resins and stuff in here.
Yeah. All right. We have a
Okay.
problem. You're blocking the microphone.
So anyway, so yeah, this back then used to sell for about $50. And a nice kind of Art Deco detailing on it. I've seen some nice paint jobs on these. I've seen it painted in black and white.
What if you just, I got an idea. Paint it black and then miss gray from above and white from above. Just do it in black and white like that.
You might be able to. Now, there was some talk about reissuing this. This is a lot of resin, guys. Okay, this thing is a lot of resin. I have permission to reissue this if we want, but I would need a lot of commitments before
Yeah.
I went through the trouble. Not a hard mold really, because I would just do a open face pour on it. But again, like we talked before, a lot of little cavities in here. You'd almost have to take a brush with each one and make sure the resin got in there.
Is that prone to warping as it cures?
Well,
Because
I
it's
will
so
say
flat?
this: I've had this a lot of years, and it has not.
I mean, just like in the initial curing process.
Possibly. Although this one didn't.
No, okay. Maybe it's just thick enough. Yeah, that's cool.
So okay.
Wow. Okay. We have two. I cannot believe this actually happened.
So why I was grabbing that?
You guys, you don't understand how how surprised I am.
While I was grabbing that, I latched onto another Mike Parks piece I have, and this is, I'm sorry, the top teeth are falling down, but this is a nice King Kong bust that Mike did back in the day.
Awesome. Wonderful, Mike
And-
Parks.
Yeah. And I love the Art Deco again, the Art Deco base with the pterodactyl on it, though.
That is cool. I like that.
And
Mr. Saul. So I'm gonna try and get Scott a second camera for this. we'll try to hook that up so we can start. It's the problem was
You know, but yeah, so that's the Kong. Okay, is it a perfect Kong like this? No.
no, but it's
But
fun.
a fun piece that Mike put out. I would never part with it. Sorry, Chris Gerke. Another piece I've been given permission to reproduce, but I just don't want to pour resin anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
it's come to that. I just don't want to pour resin anymore. So anyway, there you
Yeah.
go. There's 2 pieces from the collection.
Joe Howell, I can't believe this. So the first episode of Scott's Dash has happened. Well done. Thanks again for all you guys do for our hobby. All right. So we have some more emails coming on. So now we're going to move to chat questions. So I have, before you send in new chat questions, there's some I want to catch up on from a while back when we first started. So, first one that I saw in chat.
My favorite pizza place is
Yes.
Pizza Pete, by the way.
Okay, that's the one. That's the one I was just going to ask. NY3D asks, that's Mike Vanscoy, what is your favorite pizza place? Okay, Scott, I want to break this down. What is your current favorite
My current favorite piece?
pizza place? Pizza.
Pizza Pete.
So Pizza Pete. Has Pizza Pete always been? Like growing up, what was your pizza?
Young, it was one of the favorites. We had a place called San Fratello's. There's a place called Aurelio's by Jason. That's really
San Fratello's
good.
was by me too.
San Fratello's was really good. The place I used to go to in Harvey, Illinois, called Bernetti's, that I remember liking quite a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, when I was a kid, there were a lot of good. You didn't have the franchise pizzas like you have now.
Yeah.
The Papa John's, the Domino's, Pizza Hut was the first franchise pizza.
Yeah, and then
And when Pizza Hut first came out, they weren't that bad.
No.
At least as I remember. But it's, so it's hard to find a good mom and pop place that's really good. And I'm picky. I like a real thin
Scott is
crust.
the pickiest.
Okay, I'm not a typical Chicago. Got to have the deep dish.
Well, hold on. Whoa. Oh, this is my next question. All right. My favorite pizza place is Arnello's. I've been going to Arnello's since I was a kid, and they are now closing the location because 2 doors down someone was murdered and no one wants to go to the location anymore. And so they're moving to Indiana. There's one left in Tinley. So Aurelio's is not one of my favorites. It's one of the local favorites here. I'm not a big Aurelio's. I'm an Arnello's person. That's my pizza. I also used to like Colucci's in Lansing and Rico's in Lansing when I was growing up, but Arnello's was our place.
I've had Colucci's.
Yeah, Colucci. He was my baseball coach when I was in Pee. So
I can't imagine you doing anything athletic.
no, that was like Pee Wee. That was it. And I was out. I skateboarded the rest of my life.
Yeah, Steven, Aurelio's Pizza in Homewood is still there, by the way.
Oh, it is, and they're okay. I'm not a big Aurelio's fan. It is a weird pizza. Can we agree on that?
I will say this: it's sometimes you get a really, really good one, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's not as good.
But it's
So-
even like the cheese. Like it's a weird. It is a weird.
Yeah.
Now, are you a deep dish person at all? Do you like deep dish pizza? Because everyone, when they think of Chicago pizza,
No,
they
no.
think deep dish, and I'm not a big. We're not. Chicago pizza is thin, square cut. If you're cutting your pizza in triangles, you're doing it completely wrong, and you are not allowed to do that here at all. Fucking New York pizza and their triangle garbage.
Giordano's is not bad.
Giordano's is not bad.
Yeah, Gino's. I
But
was not a
if
big
you're
fan.
going for deep dish, then like something like Pizzeria Uno or your Giordano's.
Yeah.
Or Lou Malnati's. Lou Malnati's is really good too. So my other question about pizza. Yeah, deep
deep
dish is
dishes for tourists.
that's totally
yeah,
true.
it is.
What do you put on
no,
your pizza,
pineapple
Scott?
does not go on pizza.
My
Okay?
brother puts pineapple on pizza. Which was my next question. Scott, what do you put on your pizza?
Just sausage.
Just sausage?
Just sausage.
I'm a pepperoni mushroom. That's what cracker thin crust. Yes, Ron Joseph. Yes.
But I don't believe in the salad pizzas, the taco pizzas, and all that.
Taco
crap.
Ooh, no, hold up. Shakey's Taco Pizza. Remember Shakey's Taco Pizza?
Beggars. Someone wrote Beggars. Yeah, I still have Beggars. I have
Beggars is okay. Jamie hates Beggars.
Jamie hates everything.
I
She
know.
can't
She
stand
hates me
you.
too.
That's why
I
she
know.
bought the vibrating table.
Yep. All right. Next question. What airbrush do you use? So I am an Iwata HPCH, or no, HPCH and HPBH. Those are the ones I use all the time. Iwata. I did get that new Gallery airbrush from Gallery, and I was trying to use it the other day, and I'm so used to the Iwata, it's hard for me to get used to that. I feel like there's a dead spot in it. But I use Iwata HPCH and HPBH with have the inline BH. Have the inline regulator. It's like on the airbrush, not in the line. It's actually on. That's what I use for an airbrush. Scott, do you have an airbrush? What do you got?
I have a shit ton of airbrush, but I haven't used any of them.
When's the last time you used an airbrush?
I don't even know. It's been over 20 years.
Oh.
Okay. But I do have a Badger 150. I have a Sotar. I have an Aztec. Remember when David Fisher did the video? So I had to have everything David Fisher had. So I have the Aztec, that little plastic one Textures put out. And then I got an Iwata. I forgot which one though. And I've had an Iwata compressor upstairs for 3 years. It's still in the box.
Oh, maybe I'll take that from you.
And then I won a from Jesse, that HS Infinity.
Yeah,
I have one of those too, but I've not used
Harder Steenbeck. So okay, those are nice. Those Harder Steenbeck versions. I want to go back. Heavy Metal Spike for a kit, $760 for that Rooster Cat's huge Kathoga. That is a cool Kathoga kit. That thing, yeah. $1,200 for a Randy, for $1,200 for a Schwarzenegger or Conan. Trying to see. I'm trying to get caught up on questions. Were there any other ones in chat up until recent?
There's some towards the bottom.
Okay, that's where I'm sure we didn't miss any. Either of you ever been to Wiener Circle? So let's go back to Wiener Circle.
Let's not spend a lot of time on this.
All right, Wiener Circle. It is a very famous Chicago hot dog place. It is on Clark Street, like Clark and Fullerton. Near Lincoln Park Zoo. That's how if you ever a tour. The first time I ever went to Wiener Circle, I thought we were going to die. I thought I was going to be murdered at Wiener Circle. My friend Tom and I had no idea what the shtick at Wiener Circle was. And we were just driving around after being out at the clubs all night and ended up at Wiener Circle to get a hot dog. And you walk in there and you are instantly screamed at and harassed and yelled at. And the people behind the counter are yelling at each other. And it is managed by all African Americans. The manager was a white guy. And they were arguing and screaming at each other back and forth. And he yells out, as I'm paying this woman, the white manager yells at the black woman, "Shut up, you big-tittied B-word," at the top of his lungs. And I'm like 23, 20. And I'm just like, what is going on? And it's like 4 a.m. I have no idea what's happening. And then after we went back, it's constantly happening. It's like an Ed DeBevick's on crack. So Ed DeBevick's used to be a chain restaurant here in Chicago where it was like a 50s theme where they're very rude to you at your table. The waitresses are purposely rude. The waiters treat you like crap. It's like
that would have been a good job for me.
That would have been a great job for you, actually. You could still go get a job at Wiener Circle. But Wiener Circle is like that, but they just swear and cuss at you. And and if you do the wrong thing. If you order a chocolate shake, the woman behind the register will place your head between her breasts and do one of these.
Oh my God.
And I hate Wiener Circle. First of all, I don't like their hot dog. Second, it is I don't want to get political. It has turned into all the jerky, how do I say this? The yuppie white affluent Lincoln Park college kids and condo owners getting drunk and going into Wiener Circle. Go look it up on YouTube. You can watch anything on there. To go in
White
there,
Castles. It's like White Castles for hot dogs.
It's like White Castle at 4 a.m. when everyone's drunk and wasted because it's in a party. It used to be. It's not so much anymore. So it would give people the excuse to say the N-word at people, and for people to call other people the C word, because I treat them the same. And it is just disgusting. And I don't like going in there. It is a fight waiting to happen every time you go in that place. Because we going in there look like weirdos. And then you go in there with everyone else. And I literally would stand in the line with people fighting and cursing at each other. And I would just hand the people my money. They're nice to me. I get my hot dog and I leave. But it's a dangerous, gross place in Chicago. And just look it up. It's awful. It's an awful place. And the hot dogs aren't great. They're char dogs. I don't like it.
Okay, let's get to some model questions.
All right. What was next?
Let's see. Jerry asked how much that plaque would be. Yeah, I don't know, Jerry. I really don't. I'd have to weigh it and get an idea. But I mean, I think you could still produce it for $75, $100, but it's, I don't know. It's
All right.
more than I need to do.
From Dan Cherney. Because of AI and the new ability of novices to create and print their own sculpts, what will the hobby look like in 20 years? We have some emails about that too, so we might hold this question till then. Your guess is as good as mine. I think the days of a sculptor are numbered, and everyone will be
it's going to be a real niche thing. Okay,
yeah.
I think sculpture will always be there, but it's going to be a real niche thing.
And I don't think it's a good thing. And I think
no,
it's
I don't
sad.
think it's a good thing.
I don't think
it stunts creativity. I want a Jason Walker model.
I'm just going to load a picture in and bam, and
okay. All of a sudden, bang, there it is.
Scott could actually show us something, I think. On your bamboo.
I don't think you want me to, do you?
No, on your bamboo. No, on your bamboo.
My bamboo?
So Scott doesn't even
share screen on this, can I?
Yeah. I think it'll work. Try and see if it works. I don't know if it works. But the bamboo market, like when you get a bamboo printer, it gives you an option. It has these places where you can use AI to make bobbleheads, to make all sorts of things. And I think that's what's coming. And I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy about it. This is a conversation that should have happened 20 years ago. And there's just no putting the genie back in the bottle now. Because people are lazy and they don't want to pay people to make things.
Okay, let me know if this works. Share screen. You've got to enable it. Day 24. Johansson Health House.
Okay. See if it works.
Let's see if this works.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry.
Okay, is it working?
No. Wait, we try it again. Yes, sort of. It doesn't work. Because it's the way it's cropped. It won't work. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, you can use it. Some of that AI stuff is already built into the slicer. And it's only going to get worse or better depending on how you look at it.
Well, yeah, and they have different things. Like they have a bobblehead thing. And my wife took a picture of with her and Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20. And so I put this into this bobblehead maker thing. And I'm just shocked at the results. Okay, I was just shocked at the freaking results. It needs work. Okay, and the problem is it doesn't break parts up and stuff for you, but it's amazing. It's amazing what the AI can do, and it's there's aspects of it I look at and go, yeah, it's fun. It would be fun, but there's other aspects of it that it's just gonna kill creativity. I think to a point. Now you're gonna be able to at some point. You're going to be able to just talk into the thing and make a model of anything you want. Okay. but it's also going to get to the point where you're going to be able to print it in color and you're not even going to have to paint it. So it's
Yeah.
like, when does it stop becoming a hobby? So yeah, it's, you know, it's coming. You know, it's, you know, like you've said many times, it's as bad as it's going to get right now. So it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
It's just a question of what people do with it.
Jim McFarland, thank you for bringing MCP Benny. Yep, you're welcome, man. It's good. Aurelio's Pizza in Homeland, I remember that. What else? I'm trying to get caught up, and then we'll go to more questions. Come to Jersey, best pizza ever. No. Not possible. Loving the t-shirt, Jason. Yes. Ooh. The only cure is more rot. Does everyone know what chaos god that is? This is a t-shirt. What chaos god? This is a good old, what else we got? Giordano's, Geno's. Those were the two Chi-Town pizzas 4 years ago. Tourists, should pineapple go on pizza? No pineapple on pizza ever. Although pineapple on Papa John's pizza isn't terrible. It makes a terrible pizza a little better. I don't know. Beggars, Giordano's.
Well, I'll be honest, I had never had Papa John's until Wonderfest last year.
Ron Joseph.
When the KG guys gave us that pizza, it wasn't horrible. And I usually, you know, it was just cheese.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not
terrible.
But
it was edible compared to like Domino's is the worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Caesars, of course.
No, I can eat Little Caesars before Domino's.
Really?
Ron
Caesars Joseph
came out. It was better.
No fungus. Mojo's potatoes at Shakey's. The spuds, the potato slice things at Shakey's were the best. Oh my god. Iwata from Jim McFarland. Randy Van Dyke. Good. I'm glad he saved this question. Here we go. So on a 3D printed piece, is it possible to add material inside a post and around a socket in order to drill for and add magnet? And if so, is that part of the sculpt or added while printing? Now,
I'm going to say yes.
I hate you.
It could be both. It could be both.
So part of that is when you hollow it, it hollows the whole piece. There are certain slices that allow you to keep parts solid so that you could drill into it. So like he's talking on a key here in front of me. So on a key, to make sure it's not hollow on the key, so you could drill into the key and place a magnet, or in a little area on there. Resin is very brittle. So if you are drilling into it, it will most likely crack as the bit grabs it. It's just
you got to really gently drill it.
You have to drill very, very slow. What I have found, and this is what I've been doing on mine, is I'll take a piece and I will stuff it with tinfoil. And then stuff it with, like, because if it's a key piece, if it's a piece that's hollow and there's already a hole there from the drainage holes, which I like to usually do, I'll stuff it with tinfoil and then stuff it with AVs and then drill into it to put the magnet. I was just thinking of this while doing something for Randy. I can't think of a way without hollow blocking to do it. Like, is there a way to set the depth on a hole? You know what I mean? So it doesn't punch all the way. So you could, in a STL file, maybe someone else knows the answer. Can you make a hole go halfway down? So you're basically making
Mike might know the answer because you might be able to do it more in lychee than you can in Chitu box.
Can you make magnet wells? That's my question.
Can you make magnet wells?
Like a little space. That's the only thing. Other than that, Randy, it's tough because it's going to break. And if you want
there's something else you could do too, but it's not proven to last forever. But so far, I've got a few pieces that it's happened and it's worked. You fill it with resin, with regular resin, and so far I've got a base on my Kong bus that Paul filled with resin, and nothing's happened. And I think there's another piece I had that I filled with resin just as a test to see how long it would last. And it's still good. So you might be able to, but what you'd have to do is pour the resin in, tape the hole, then dump the resin back down to fill the hole if you didn't want to make the whole thing solid.
Yeah.
And then you could probably drill into the resin as well. And it's the same as filling with epoxy sculpt too.
Yeah. Jerry's
know.
saying hollow, shallow. That's what I was thinking. You can make it thicker, but then you're going to increase your price. If you make the whole thing
Mhm.
a little thicker so that the key doesn't get hollowed, which
Right.
is one way to do it. Then you know. Jerry's fucking with me tonight. Jerry's fucking with me. What have you told him? Fuck Lychee. I said it. It's the worst.
I
Lychee bonked my computer. It's the worst. I returned it. Got a refund. Just.
yeah, so Mike lines up his holes. I bet he does.
How do you line up a hole?
I don't know.
You know what, Randy? Maybe Mike should print for you. I think he can do it better. All right. Let's move on. I think.
Okay,
Randy,
oh,
I
yeah,
think-
I see what Mike's saying too. Yeah, that's an
What's he saying?
interesting
Read it
reason.
so I can.
You can add a primitive shape, then put the hole in that shape. You can line that shape up with the key. Okay, and yeah, you can do that.
I'll have to go learn how to do it then.
Another guy in there. I fill my kits with resin solid, so you know.
Ron says I is the bomb.
Yep, Darth Cleveland. He's drilled and tapped and milled many pieces of resin. It requires a soft hand. Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
And so there you go. All right, Randy's happy. Boom, we're caught up.
Dang,
Good, we can
he
go.
doesn't want Mike to print. Francis, thank you. May have already answered, but when is the great build-off between Scott and Jason? Is it still in the planning stages or is it DOA? Still in the planning stage. We are going to have to pick a Saturday and do it. I'm going to purchase the kit here very soon, but it's still being looked at. Still going to happen. Still going to happen. I think after the Cave Bear's done is when that's going to happen. And then I'll be painting the Phantom.
So you might want to answer Jerry's latest.
Hold on. Let's go in order. Sungwar, have you tried any cordless airbrush? Scott, have you ever tried a cordless airbrush?
No.
I have not either. I keep getting that ad for the one that attaches like to the little mini air compressor. I've never tried one. So I could not answer. Has anyone else tried one? Leave it in chat. NY3D Randy, I try to line up the vent holes. What's the next question? Because yeah, the ability. GSI Syros airbrushes. Where are we at with questions? Where are you at?
Well, you told me to stop, so I.
Oh no! What did you miss one above it? Did she say my milkshake brings all the boy to the yard? No, she didn't. Google it.
Dan wants to know if the bondage show story is real. Yes. Yes.
What bondage? What story?
The bondage show you were in. What was it?
Me?
Yeah.
I can't really say that.
Yeah, it's real, Dan. The boy's a freak. Okay. Yeah. Okay, the build off. Okay, so
Okay.
Jerry
Are
says
we
you
already
can
back to
fill
the
with
bottom?
Durham's water putty. Why don't you tell Jerry about your experience with that?
All right.
Although, didn't you say you found a resin trap after that? So maybe that wasn't it.
I got. Where are you at? I missed. Oh, Jerry, you can fill your kits with Durham's water putty also. No. I wouldn't do that because I did that and it cracked it later on. It's too much. I think there's too much moisture in there. Like it would be the same as filling with plaster of Paris. The water that's in the Durhams, I think, affected the resin, and the UV resin was sucking in the moisture and cracked it. So you could try it. I would test it. For me, I had it on. I printed a base that I filled with Durhams, and it cracked it. And it maybe the mix wasn't great, but it was still always kind of wet, and it cracked.
Coming from a guy that can't make pancake mix.
That's not. don't know why you say things that you don't know.
So,
We
Dan
have
Cherney
one
has
of those.
listed-
We have one of those containers that has a squeeze thing, and if it's too thick, it won't squeeze out.
Squeeze that thing like you're mashing a big.
No, it's one
Right.
trigger. It's not. It's a plastic container with a trigger, and if you pull the trigger, and if it's the batter's too thick, it won't drip out the bottom.
So you've never heard of just pouring the?
It's
fucking
better.
shit out?
It is a specific. Never. I don't want to talk.
You got to do everything hard.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Tried it. Never had a problem. I had a problem. I'm just telling you, I had a problem. But that's usually
All
me.
Like I said, Jerry. it's
Well, I
him.
don't think anyone could you. It's a water-based product, and I think like water is not good for prints. That's my only fear.
What's the best seam filler for each model base material? Well, Aves epoxy sculpt.
Aves
obviously.
epoxy sculpt. I see there's a new thing coming out with the Shiplet from Monster Clay, which is a less allergic epoxy sculpt. I don't know if to try that. I think UV resin for seaming things is really good.
Yeah, UV resin, and again, get the torch.
Fine white milliput.
And,
Milliput's great. Yep.
Yep. And there's also UV putty now.
Yep.
Okay, but again, you can't put it on real thick.
Yeah.
You have to cure it in stages. It's kind of translucent, but there is UV putty now.
All right. Other questions? Are we caught up? Is that all the questions? Anything else? Weird ones? Weird questions. Non-model related. Could be anything.
Now let's not open that door.
No, that's what Ask Us Anything is.
Okay.
Ask us questions. Now, I've had Durhams get moldy too. I've had plaster get moldy. Question for Scott.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Hope it's about your mom.
Yes, that's when Model the Movie will be. Will be this Thursday, 7 Eastern. Yes. Is anyone else excited about the comeback of prehistoric scenes and monster scenes? Really looking forward to their release. I think that's great. More models, the better. I did not know prehistoric scenes were coming back. Or no, I do. Duh. I have one. A bear. I was thinking of something else. Wait, are they going to re-release that giant T-Rex again?
I don't know. That was kind of cool.
I've always wanted one of those since I was a kid. Jim McFarland. Anyone else excited? There we go. Not counting Mr. Jackson. Who is your ultimate
Dan Cherney.
get on the show? Who would be our ultimate guest to get on the
Dan
show?
Cherney would
Dan.
be my
Dan would
ultimate
be.
guest.
He'd have good stories.
No.
Dan would be a great guest. Ooh, I like these. These are good.
You know, that's a tough one. You know, because if we're talking model related, you know, we've had a lot of guests on that. You know, I'm surprised we even got. But there's a few. If we could get Thomas Kuntz, that would be kind of cool.
We tried. I would like to. Richard Taylor, I think, would be a good one from Weta. I'd love to have him.
Yeah.
I think Guillermo del Toro would be a dream guest to have on for me because he's a model builder. I would love to have Guillermo, Steven Spielberg, and the other guy from Bad Robot because they all build models together. I would love to have those guys.
You know, it'd be funny too. Nicotero would probably be fun because he's a modeler. He would probably be a fun guy.
Nicotero would be
And he's
fun.
a nice guy. So, but I've had a lot of the guests that I would like to really have on. I've had a lot of them.
There's a couple. My dream guest still is Dennis Bohm from Gremlins in the Garage. Could not get a hold of him. I tried and it hasn't worked. So if anyone knows Dennis from Gremlins in the Garage, I'd love to have him on. Those are my I think Guillermo del Toro is probably after Peter Jackson would be number 2 for me to get on the show. So Guillermo or Peter, if you happen to watch this crazy mess, come on. The only fear is we'd have to pay them because of Screen Actors Guild stuff. I don't know.
No.
Which can't
someone
happen.
put John Bennett. We've tried.
We've tried to get John Dennett. He says no every time.
So Zippy asked if you could remake any TV show, what would it be? Well, first of all, if I had to remake it was probably a shit TV show. Okay. It's like when they make bad TV shows into bad movies, like Charlie's Angels and Dukes of Hazzard, Beverly
Yeah.
Hillbillies, Brady Bunch, Bewitched. Do I need to go on? Okay.
No, there could be some. I would like to redo Brimstone, which was kind of what I was hoping the Kevin Bacon show was going to be. So Brimstone came on after Millennium. I'm going to go back to Millennium. I wish they would have finished Millennium properly. But Brimstone was a great show, and it needed more.
Oh my god. So
Shanna's
back to the
texting
question
from
for me.
they're at a show tonight. They're at a Bee Gees show. Thank you,
they're
Shanna.
back now, I think. I have a casted resin kit, an old Vampirella kit, and resin is leaking in a specific area. Tried to sand and steel to no avail. Okay. I'm going to go on a limb here because there's a couple ways you can do this. Okay. You can hit it with a Dremel and try to keep going till you don't, and then just patch it. That's one way. If you can Dremel out the sticky area. Other area that I've suggested to people that has worked is an open flame, a cigarette lighter, nothing crazy. Okay. But like a cigarette lighter or something to heat it up. And
What is heating into it?
you'll get a burn mark. Okay, you will get a burn mark. But usually again, it's repairable. Now, sometimes depending on where the on where the sticky area is, they're usually at the bottom of a pour, because what happens is when guys mix their resin and you do this all in one motion, inevitably there's shit at the bottom of that cup that doesn't mix right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so what I always used to do is stir one way, stir back the other way. And I even go back and forth like this to kind of scrape the bottom of the cup.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't always pour to the end of the cup either. Okay, let that shit sit in there because it's not worth what it goes for. Okay, so but that's how to prevent it. Once it's there, there's times where it's just junk. Okay, there's nothing you can do. There's times where if you can get in there with a little Dremel bit and Dremel out the sticky area and fill it with putty, you can do it that way. I've used open flame before and it has worked. But
Trevor said something about putting it in hot water.
Possibly, yeah. So, there's a few things. There's a few things you could try.
Shanna, how was the Bee Gees? Was it good?
Who cares about the Bee Gees?
They were at a Bee Gees cover band tonight. Trevor says Cro-Magnon Man, Woman, and Neanderthal. What is that?
Those are scenes, prehistoric scenes.
Prehistoric one's coming.
Yeah.
Are they making a Clovis?
You're an idiot. Why are Japanese Godzilla kits so freaking expensive? Okay. Well, Trevor answered that: licensing fees, conversion costs, shipping prices. And I will say this, with any Japanese Godzilla kit I've ever gotten, you get what you pay for. Okay. The quality is amazing. No sticky resin there. And yeah, are they expensive? They are expensive. So it's
Francis has a good question.
Okay. So no, I'm not ready.
Are you guys ready for Wonderfest regarding prints and printing for your table? Anything special this year? I was just thinking about this week because Terry contacted me. I will be printing some of Terry's stuff for the class. So that's going to put a kink in printing for Wonderfest for me. But I will have something. I just don't know what.
So I'm going to put this out here right now. If I have something that someone wants, now would be a good time to tell me. Okay? Especially the big Galuna. All right? I'm going to bring a few. I'm not going to bring a lot. Okay? But I am going to have a few. And if it's something you want, you're going to have to make sure that I have for you. You're going to have to get a hold of me. Choose which head you want, or if you all want all the heads or whatever. Maybe I'll put it out there in the next episode. Hey, here it is. Here's how it's available, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's too big of a kit box wise to bring a shit ton of them. So there's gonna be very limited amount.
Yeah.
And if you want one before Wonderfest, get a hold of me now too,
Okay.
because now is the not real busy time. And so far, I don't have to print for anyone else, so that's going to help. But if there's anything out there you want printed and brought to Wonderfest, now would be the time. If it's something big, I may ask for a deposit just to cover the resin costs in case you change your mind. But
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
I want it. I will have at least 3 things, but I don't know what. I have no idea.
so
Things have been going crazy. NY3D baby oil, yay or nay?
that's a nay. Jason's more of a coconut oil guy.
What are we talking about?
Baby oil?
This is a casting thing or a P Diddy thing?
P Diddy thing.
Okay, all right. I like mine GBH'd. Dan Cherney, if you could use one brand of paint, what would it be? Ooh.
Proacro?
I don't like their washes. So if I had to use one brand,
How about this? If you could bring a brand of paint back that no longer made, what would you bring back?
I would bring back the washes from Citadel that they got rid of. The
I always
Devlin
liked those
Mud.
polyester paints. I always liked those polyester.
Yeah,
paints.
polyester was good. I think if I could only use one brand of paint, it would be Vallejo. Because they have a pretty good, overall good at everything kind of. Whereas I love Pro Acryl's paint, but I don't love their washes. Citadel, I love their washes, don't love their paint a lot of times. Actually, I love their paint. I hate their paint container. The dumbest crap ever.
All right.
Hey, Charlie's Angels movie was good.
No,
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about?
No.
At least the first one. No. I would love to see a shot-for-shot. Oh, Scott's gonna puke. I would love to see a shot-for-shot remake of the Star Trek, the original series, with modern technology and special effects.
Hey, Shatner's 94. You're not going to get it. Okay, you're lucky you got the Shat commercial.
No, he's talking remake, different actor.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Who would be a good?
By the way, did you thank Shanna for the donation?
No,
No, you didn't, because you're an asshole. Okay, thank you, Shanna. You're the best. Jim McFarland. When you're hungry for a hamburger, what is your favorite places to grab one?
Ooh, I like these questions.
So we have a local place here called Shoop's Hamburgers,
I just went to Shoop.
and those are good.
I think Shoop's was passed down to me genetically because my grandfather used to go there all the time. And my grandfather died when I was like 3, so it's not something I ever went to with my grandpa. Like, I love Shoop.
Yeah.
I love Shoop.
As far as like fast food place, I like Portillo's Burgers. That's me.
Portillo's burgers aren't bad. They're
I have a local place now I've been going to called Retro Burger. That's really
burgers good.
But that's only one of those.
The goddamn new taco place by me has a great burger, like a really good burger.
And then I like the
I like Five Guys.
Oliver's, the bar by us,
Oh yeah,
has a decent burger. So yeah, there's
Kuma's. Kuma's is one of my favorites. Kuma's is a great burger. Come here, I'll take you to Kuma's. We'll go to get a metal burger. Kuma's is great. Their Guar burger so they have burgers named after metal bands. And their Guar burger is one of the best burgers I've ever had. And it's not because I love Guar. It has a funnel cake and goat cheese on it. And it's so damn good. Also, I've had a burger that has peanut butter and jelly on it. It's one of the best burgers. Where else are we on questions?
Okay,
we'll try it. Show was awesome. And how was tonight? How was the BG? Spike. Hola todos, me llamo Bad Bunny. Estoy aquí para el Verdorado Espalda. Whatever. Don't know. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't speak no Spanish. Talking about. I got straight. Did you? What foreign language did you take in high school, Scott?
Fail.
I took Spanish and got straight D's.
I never took one.
Really? They didn't force you?
I don't know. They didn't force me to do a lot of things, which is why I got a GED sitting in a cabinet over here. So, what is the one thing you look forward to at Wonderfest every year? When Jason goes home. Okay. Yeah, probably hanging out, like Trevor says, hanging out. It's not
Yeah.
about the kids anymore.
Yeah.
But seeing people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm
Stuff like
same
that.
same answer.
And we got some more Army Painter, Garage Kits US.
Yeah, well, Army Painter, again, it comes to the washes. They have a very limited range of washes, and I'm a big wash guy. I love my washes. They have they've upped it a little bit. They have the strong tone, medium tone, a couple other tones, but I don't know. AK, I'm thinking of maybe getting into AK a little, because they have a new range of washes. They have a really good range of paint. But
Texas has Whataburger. I think we have Whataburger here, don't we?
no, we don't.
We don't? Okay.
We do not have Whataburger. You know what else is a really In-N-Out's a good burger when you have that. Whataburger's okay. Whataburger is similar to Wendy's in a way, I think, a little bit. It's a better Wendy's.
See, when Wendy's first came out, it was good.
Wendy's was awesome.
Crap now.
Wendy's,
Okay.
they're a closing shop too. I was reading. They're not doing very well.
So I have to mortgage your house to go to Five Guys.
That
Sheetz
is true.
Like that too. They're all getting.
But same with Shoop's now.
I just said that.
Yeah.
A side of cuttlefish, yeah.
Cuttlefish of Cthulhu. That's Jamie knows what I'm talking about. That's the penis of Odor.
James Downing has been to Kuma's.
James, you've been to? Oh, hey.
Scott can't wait to spend time with Chinksy. Every year I say I'm going to be nice to Chinksy, and then I'm like, yeah, why?
You can't, Trevor. You can't make some of those washes. You can make your own, but they're not the same. There's some really good washes.
White Castle,
am I finally caught up? Where am I at? White Castle, side order, slider. Well, White Castle. I took myself off White Castles for a while. I was at least twice a week, once a week White Castle kind of guy for a long time. And I have the exact opposite problem that everyone else has with White Castle. What is that? What is White Castle known?
What is White Castle
known for? Like, what's their side effect?
Oh, a gas.
I have the constipation problem after White Castle. Weird.
Well, you're not eating enough of them.
No. I have the opposite problem.
Or you got to drink a lot of beer first.
But you know what? I have also a beef with the word slider.
Okay.
To represent slider has become synonymous with a little burger or chicken sandwich or something. That is not true. A slider is only White Castle. And it's named because of that, because they slide through you. Because you have to go to the bathroom. I hate that people have now just anything as.
All right. How about this one?
Shake Shack's not bad.
If you had a walk-on song, what would it be?
If what?
If you had a walk-on song, what would it be?
Walk-on song?
Yeah.
Like if I'm a wrestler?
Whatever.
What's yours? I don't know.
Oh, I would have to say Jesus Christ Superstar. Yeah, there you go.
I think of it usually as what songs I want played at my funeral. I do the walk-off songs. My
walk-off songs.
My walk-off songs are "Celebrate" by Fields of the Nephilim and "We Are Dust" by Of the Wand of the Moon.
So things no one has ever heard of.
Go look them up. Two of the best songs ever made.
All right. Whataburger is a Texas tradition.
That's where I had it, in Texas.
Okay. To Jason, on a scale of 1 to 10, ascending, how frustrating is it trying to get Scott to attend these and be prepared? Scott is always here and always prepared.
Wait, 10 being the most frustrating? 1 being the least frustrating?
Sure. 17?
4.
4. That's not bad.
Scott usually is here. That's not the problem. The problem is getting Scott to do anything for the show before he's here. That's the problem. So Scott always shows up.
Oh, and then to me, on a scale of 11 to 20 ascending, how much fun is it winding Jason up when he's prepping these shows? Oh, like a 35.
Oh, you guys,
okay?
dude, if you could see what goes on with it, especially when we have a guest, and they're talking, and I'm trying to get everything ready, and Scott's just railing into me about everything, about not being ready, and I have to explain to him every time that I can't do anything until all 3 people are on the screen at the same time. That's when it gets fun.
Do they have Beef on Weck in Chicago? I don't think so.
Wait, what?
Beef on Weck?
Oh, that, sci-fi. No, they don't. That is a Buffalo thing. When Jamie and I went to Buffalo, that was the first thing we were like, what the hell is a beef on weck? And we tried it. It's what's on? It's roast beef with, what kind of roll is it? I can't even remember.
He's spiky, he's not prepared.
It's, leave it in chat, beef on weck. And it's what Buffalo Wild Wings used to be, like, that's what the B-Dubs 3 or whatever, because they used to have Buffalo beef on weck. It's like the big sandwich of Buffalo, New York. What kind of roll is it? There it is, Kimmelweck roll. And it has horseradish. Horseradish? Am I right? Ooh. One of these days we need more to the added Jason and Scott mixed into the world as we know it. Best all-around movie ever. Oh.
So Jason's will be something no one's ever heard of. Mine will be something that nobody in this genre has ever watched. So it's...
No, I'm going to go back to my number 1 from our top 10 movie. Rushmore is still one of the best all-around movies ever made. Rushmore is a great movie.
Never heard of it. Casablanca.
Let me think of something. Fellowship of the Ring is one of the greatest movies ever. It just is.
Yeah, if you can't sleep.
No, there's so many good. That's the thing. There's so many good out there. Where Eagles Stare is my Forbidden Planet. Falling Down. Falling Down's good. Horseradish. Yep. Roll Caraway. Debbie does Dallas. Go with Casablanca. And I'll talk about this in model movie. I went to the theater to see Repo Man. And that has now slid its way into my top 10 movies of all time. I love Repo Man.
Man, Ron Joseph. I'm never selling you another. Oh, no, I don't say that.
All right.
Ron Joseph, he's out. He's out of the club.
Let's move on to emails because we're almost to the end here, and we got a lot of emails to go through, actually. So emails, voicemails, and corrections. Scott, do you want to no, I'll keep it. All right. Anyone last questions? Anybody? I saw a really good breakdown of the Truman Show. Have you seen the Truman Show, Scott?
I have. The Truman Show's weird, but I'm
well,
not.
Here, this will get even weirder. It is that, and how the Truman Show is a perfect allegory for Gnosticism. And Gnosticism is an ancient form of Christianity, and how the world actually works. And the guy was basically doing the side-by-side comparison, and holy shit, is it spot on. Like, scary what they were doing. All right. Emails, voicemails, and corrections. So the first one we got here is pretty... I think I figured it out on my own, which is rare. Okay. From Ken Kwilinski. Just passing this on to you, I heard that Revell will be releasing the X Plus Metropolis model Let's hope they release the other X Plus kits. Any idea why this is happening? And I think I figured it out. Scott, what do you notice about this?
I don't know.
What denomination? It is in euro. So I went and searched. If you switch on the Revell site your location to the US and not England, this page goes away. I think this is a Europe only release because every link that I have found that lists this kit being released by Revell is either in pounds or euros. If someone else knows something about this, I would love to hear, but I'm thinking that's the case. Is that it's not going to be a release worldwide for Revell. It might only be a European release. Because I don't see it over here anyway. And then when I Googled it, I kept just getting links to websites selling it in Europe for either pounds or euro. I don't know. So if someone does know, we'd love to know the answer because Ken's mine. All right, next email. We got a lot, actually.
Get with it. Oh,
Here we go.
People are getting bored listening.
I know,
to
they're
me
getting bored.
speak.
Actually, no, it's fun. We're hanging out. All right, awesome show. This is from Frank Fernandez. Hey, guys, awesome show. Have watched all episodes, and I have some info to add to some of the subjects covered. Oh, man. We have 132. For those looking for a gold toner, Badger recently re-released their Woods and Water taxidermy paint line that has one. It has a transparent yellow base instead of clear. USAairbrushsupply.com has it. Another good toner is if you mix Pearl-Ex Interference Gold with gum Arabic powder found in the paint section at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or at an art supply store and water. Let it sit for an hour or so to let it dissolve into the water and use a larger needle in your airbrush. I use my Pache VO with a number 3 needle. Okay. So there's some way of people looking for the gold toner that disappeared. We're talking about the gold toner that was in the taxidermy line and Jesse's. So that's going a ways back. The KitCon episode reminded me that yes, most IPMS shows are one day, but I am a member of IPMS Orlando and we put on a 3-day show called Model Palooza with vendors, gold, silver, bronze judge contest, and seminars. The figure category keeps growing every year. We also do 2-day build days at the Lake Mary Museum each month, and during the summer, we do make and take every Saturday in June and July with local kids that sign up. Age range from 4 to 18, and we have been able to get the parents involved, so we have had around 25 kids show up. They build sci-fi Gundam besides auto, planes, or tanks. We also had a display on model building. We also had a display on model building at the museum for 4 months. For those coming to Orlando area, there are a few places you could visit. Colonial Photo and Hobby has a lot of the same models that Cult TV Man has, plus a lot of Gundam, frame arm girls, Zoids, etc. Plus all the hobby supplies to go with it. Skycraft Parts and Supply, the Kit Basher. No, let me say that again. Skycraft Parts and Surplus, the Kit Basher and Scratch Builder candy store. At least that's my opinion. This store was started by a model builder that was having problems finding parts for his scratch-built boats. The boats are mounted on walls near the ceiling of the store. Coliseum of Comics sponsors MegaCon for comics, books, and gaming. Leighton Gaming, Warhammer, and Games Workshop. The Warhammer store in Winter Park. Atomic Horror, Everything Horror. Prometheus Esoterica. If the Addams Family had opened a coffee shop, this would be it. I gotta go there. Complete with real human skull, stuffed with black goat and wings, a variety of goth jewelry and animal vines to buy, and of course, a variety of coffee. Sounds like my basement. If you have stuffed, where am I? If you like Tim Marple's collection, you need to go to is this a real place? Hold on. You need to go to Guns and Comics in Sanford, about 30 minutes north of Orlando. They have, besides what's in the name, 2 aisles of older plastic cakes, including MPC Anubis and Ra, Battlestar Galactica, Deep Space Nine, Star Wars, Star Trek, etc. Also vinyl records and just about every collectible you can imagine. That's it for now. So that's a lot of good stuff in the Florida area. Very cool. Thanks for sending that in. And then we have from Pat Shannon. Hey, Jason and Scott, I really enjoy all your episodes. Episode 131 was especially great. I've been buying and building for over 30 years and will be sending you some pics soon for the gallery. I started collecting Aurora, have tons, but with MTC went, I think there's a typo. With MTC went whole hog into the GK scene. I subscribed to all the mags, bought videos, etc., etc. Have you guys ever thought of having an occasional short segment where audience members send a short video of their workbench or collection, kind of like your workbench pick? Sure. The only problem I sent back to him is audio quality sometimes and video quality. So if you do something like that, try and keep them short, keep them very clear, and keep the audio awesome. If there's any licensed music in it, we'll have to get rid of it. So make sure nothing's playing in the background. P.S. The quips. Anyway, praying for you guys and hope you keep up the good work for many years to come. Oh, someone's praying for us. Like that. P.S. The quips from Scott and Jason's mom always makes me laugh. She must have a thick skin and amazing sense of humor. My mom.
Oh, she does have a thick skin because sometimes I just spank. Give it a little slap.
Give it a little
Okay.
slap. Give it a little slap. She has a great sense.
One thing I'll
Pat
say about
Shannon,
that
Woodside,
is
California.
when he talked about the IPMS show and Figures Growing, I think Figures Growing you could directly attribute to 3D printing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Not that miniatures and Gundam aren't popular, okay, but I think that 3D printing is also helping that come out. So, which is
Cool.
good, which
Yeah.
to me is a good thing.
I agree. This is from Jim Marcinkowski, Sci-Fire. Hi, Jason. Very good MCTV last night. Reminded me to contact Stan Arts about my armature, which I ordered a while ago. Thanks for putting my stuff in the gallery. Really depresses me that Terry is putting an end to Amazing Figure Mom. That leaves you two as the only source of information on anything to do with our hobby. That's not throwing shade on you two. You do an amazing job. But I looked forward to the new issues of AFM as much as I did Famous Monsters when I was a kid. But all things come to a natural end, and I guess it was AFM's time. I consider Terry a good friend. He didn't want me to read all this, but I wanted to read part of it. Cover True Amazing. I wanted to read just one part of this. Where is it? Because we asked about it. All right. Anyway, you asked about the Model Mania video. And this was like on the painting. I think we asked about this last time. The DVDs are not available, but as of a few months ago, David is selling them as a download on the AFM website. So you can still go and buy those as downloadable MP4s, I would guess.
I did not know that.
So Scott didn't know that. I didn't know that. So those should be there. And if they are, I'll get a link up and put them in when I update this for the show. Each is a separate download, and I can't remember the price. I know this because I just downloaded the last two a few months ago. Man, this email is long as their last episode. Take care, guys. Jim Marcinkowski. So thank you, Jim. Thanks. We did not know that.
Couple things. Stan
Yes.
Arts was having trouble with the hands on the armature. The fingers were breaking off. The fingers are now going to be a separate piece. Okay. So that kind of held up some of the shipping, but I know they are shipping the armatures now. And also, this is the second email. Now there's a comment here too. That episode, we got a lot of
So
great.
I gotta know. I gotta know. Why?
Why what?
Why was it the best episode? Like, why are people? Why? Because we've heard that a lot now.
Yeah.
What made that one better than all the rest? Because then I want to keep replicating
I
that.
think because I think
Because when we were doing it, it was a great talking to Dave. Like, it was great. But I didn't feel like I did anything different that time. So what was different about it that made it awesome so we can like replicate that? Scott, what do you think?
probably because I did more talking. Okay. But it's
I love how I just leave myself open.
okay. It's like yeah. So but David was a great guest. and you probably wouldn't know it, but he was really nervous about doing it. He was standing up the whole time. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was standing up the whole time. He's, he just, it was very hard for him to speak, publicly like that. I think that's just not his thing. But I think once he got on, he got really comfortable with us, and we opened the door, and he just, he went with it, and he was very knowledgeable about things, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the interaction was great. I wish
Fascinating
I could get
episode.
them to Wonderfest or something.
Yeah, we
because
gotta
I think they'd have a great time. But they're great people.
Ow, I lost my ear. Fascinating
And-
episode. Guest informative chemistry.
Yeah.
Barry says it was down to earth. I agree. Yes. Cool. All right, we'll try and just keep doing stuff along those lines. All right, we have this from Gerald D. Young, and I saw
that's it. Hey, that's it, David. You're coming on twice a year now.
There we go. Yeah. And we got another email from somebody. I'll leave his name out, asking we missed an opportunity to not have the lovely Mrs. Dana. And
Oh no, she hid. She hid. I
emailed back. We begged to get Laura on.
And we're going to get her on.
We are,
because we found out that she can paint too.
Yes. So she, and to their credit, she wanted it to be all about it and not take away. So next time he's on, she's going to be. She will be on. She has already agreed to this. She hasn't, but I'm saying yes. She will be on in the future.
Yep.
There's no way we're not going to. She's not getting away from it. There's no way. All right. So I saw that Gerald had posted this, but he also sent it as an email.
It's Jerry. He grew up in your hometown.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Lansing?
Yeah.
Oh, with the name D. Young, he better have. There's so many D. Youngs in Lansing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have this out of order. Let's gauge interest to turn this into a full figure kit. Chat. I don't know what this is. What is this?
I don't know. What am I looking at?
Oh, you should be following along. The lady making a funny face. I know it's from Frankenstein, I'm assuming.
Oh my God.
What is this from? I don't even know.
This is Una O'Connor from The Bride of Frankenstein.
Okay.
And she was the crazy screaming lady. She was also in The Invisible Man. She was also in The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Okay.
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 And,
so if anyone wants this a kit, any producers out there, says from Ghost of Frankenstein.
No, it's not Ghost of Frankenstein. It's Bride of Frankenstein. So
would there be interest? I don't know. It's one of those really obscure ones. This would be someone with the level of a Horvath level of dedication to obscure characters.
Someone's asking if anyone knows what happened to the original molds for the Born Losers kits, the Hitler, Castro, and Napoleon. I don't know who has those molds. And for years, you could get those things so dirt cheap, but now they've become a little more collectible. And then we got more kit sculptors interviews. They always do seem to be the best interviews. I will say that.
I want to do more painter interviews too. We've been kind of slacking on that. I got to get some. And Randy's on the list. We got to get Randy in.
We got to get Randy in, yeah. And then we got Jerry wrote, you should have more AFM fellas on. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, we'd love to.
We try.
And trust me, we try to get Terry on a lot more than he's been on. He's been on, what, 2 or 3 times?
I talked to Terry. I said, because when we were talking about the thing, Terry said he'll come on when they get closer to the show to talk about the classes. As far as getting other painters from AFM, we try. We'll get some more. I want to. One of those things. All right. Next email. There's a lot here. Greatest... This one to crack me up more than anything ever. I think this one made me instantly laugh and call.
You might have to set it up though.
So I showed last episode the model kit that Loot Studios did of the tire from the movie Rubber. And I said this would be great, like one of the surprise somebody made it. So the email says the greatest model review of all time. And so this is when I held up the kit. He quoted me for the kit rubber. And then Scott says, I wish your dad would have worn one. Scott Johansson. So that's the quote. The greatest model kit review of all time. For the kit rubber, I wish your dad would have worn one. It cracks me up every time. Now, this email. I don't even. So this was sent in yesterday or a day before. And there's a YouTube video out there, and you can go and find it, or I'll put the link in below. But it basically talks about, I'll give you the gist. And this was sent in by Raphael Deshabir. And we try to avoid politics on this show. It's unavoidable with this email for a minute. So they have invented a system, an app, not really an app. It gets loaded into your firmware on printers at the firmware level, okay? That looks for certain shapes, and your printer won't print them, is what this does. Okay? Now, Alvin Bragg, the district attorney of New York, I already thought of him as a giant bag of shit, and he's even a bigger bag of shit right now. So I'm going to leave my politics out of it until right there. But Alvin Bragg is trying to get Creality to come in and have, anytime you see this highlighted where it says common sense safeguard, anytime you see the term common sense, it usually is. And what they're trying to do is get 3D printer manufacturers agree to put this system into their printers that would keep you from printing certain shapes related to printing ghost gun parts. No such thing as a ghost gun. So while I agree that it's not a good idea to go around printing gun parts on your 3D print, there is in no way that should be okay with anyone. Because that would mean it looks for the shape of a gun, or the lower receiver, or the lower end, like parts. It could look for a trigger. So if I'm printing the guns for Randy Van Dyke's kit that I'm printing right now, it wouldn't let me print them. Because it's in the shape of a gun. So this, I just want everyone to put this on their radar, that this is out there, that they've even talked about it here in Illinois in banning certain 3D printing things, and you should be able to ever print whatever you want. That's where I am. Regardless of what you're printing, you should be able to print. It's your machine.
Here's my take.
Wait, hold on. You're locked up.
How about now?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Nope.
Here's my take.
Now you're back. Okay.
My take is, first of all, dude, I wouldn't put a live round in something that I 3D printed for all the TNT.
It's stupid.
Okay. All right. So that's for one. So that's where the common sense is to me. Okay. The common sense stops at me. Okay. I'm not trusting that 3D printed gun. Second of all, it's too broad of a net that they're throwing out there. Okay. I understand why they're throwing it out there. You don't want kids with 3D printers printing guns, taking them to school. I get all that.
But it goes down, and once again, people who have no idea anything about the technology trying to regulate the technology. It just makes it goes along with the people like our wonderful governor. They have banned certain guns in Illinois. I had to do something. They were saying we're banning all automatic firearms. Automatic firearms are already banned. They will call things machine guns that aren't machine guns. It's the same stupid people trying to make laws for things they know nothing about. I always tell this story, and it's one of the reasons I left my union. I was at a union meeting for National Education Association, Illinois Education Association, and they were trying to ban owning stocks by the IEA for gun manufacturers, and they were trying to say that it was saying that bump stocks, all this. The bottom line is they had no idea what they were talking about, but they were trying to ban them. Like literally no idea what they were talking. And it seems to me Mr. Bragg also has no idea what he's trying to do. Once again, screwing things up. Because literally, if it's just looking for the shape of a handle with the trigger, because that's the thing that most people print, is that lower end, like they're not printing a barrel. Because if you printed a barrel, like you said, it's going to explode. But if you're just looking for that shape, any character that has a gun in your 3D printer, your printer wouldn't print it. So I just want people this on their radar.
So I'll go to this. Okay. If they did this, it wouldn't be but a couple months before someone would find a way to hack by it. Okay. So then it just turns into a pissing contest.
And then it turns into we put you in jail because you overstepped.
Right. And it's like, and it's the same thing. And, you know, you mentioned our asshole governor, and I'm not a fan either. Wants to put devices on our cars to track our mileage so they can
which I called 10 years ago. Okay. I called it 10 years ago.
And it's like, who the fuck are you to track how many miles I drive?
Well, here, do you know why they're doing it, right? So
because the gas tax isn't getting enough money.
Because everyone bought electric vehicles, and you can't get money, you can't collect tax on an electric vehicle because they're not paying the gas tax. So now they want to put a thing in your car that either you have to self-report your mileage or agree to put this tracking device in your car or pay, I think I saw a flat fee a year if you have an electric vehicle to cover the gas tax they're missing.
So,
it's
well, let's not go too deep, but yeah, it's crazy.
It's just stupid.
Because what'll be next? You can't print a naked girl model. You can't do this. You can't do that. I mean,
that's what's coming.
It's just opens the door for more shit.
Yes.
Okay. And again, I'm not taking a side on the gun control thing or anything like that. If some kid is printing a gun and the parents aren't keeping track of what he's doing, then he shouldn't have a printer. You know, I've got my nephew wanted me to print they have like a fake Glock that you can print. Okay. And my nephew's like, will you print this for me? And I said, well, if I do, I'll print it pink. He goes, well, I don't care. And I think, no, you'll paint it. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, you have your mom call me. If your mom says it's okay, fine, I'll print it for you. But you know, the funny thing is, I never got a call.
Yeah. Walking around with a toy gun these days is the dumbest thing you can do.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? That's all you got to do. Yeah.
And I'm sure the stream has been shut down already after everything we've just said. But I just want this on everyone's radar. Think about it. One way or the other, I don't think regulating people's 3D printers is the way to achieve what they want to do. It's a really dumb way to do it. So, oof.
Like I said, I wouldn't run a live round through the barrel of a 3D printed part.
No.
I'd be worried that thing would just explode in my face.
And RC Flex, the software just opened. No, but your RC Flex, you would tighten like RC Flex. You have hit the nail on the head. The software just opens up the door to block characters from certain IP also. You could say, yes, I don't want anything that has this, anything you could eventually put in there. Like if it has that silhouette or some other, and I get that. And then, but there's the other side of that. Does an IP have the right to say, hey, you can't print our characters without paying us? Where does that step? Like that's
the amount of stuff I see on CG Trader and Cults 3D and stuff like that of licensed IP stuff that's still out there. It's either they've just given up and said we can't chase it all or whatever, because it's amazing the amount of stuff that's out there. Okay, the amount of Star Wars stuff out there that might
yeah.
Yeah.
Did YouTube disappear your comment? Most likely. we don't delete comments. YouTube has a very stiff filter on live stream, so I'm sure something happened about it. Anyway, that's pretty much the show, everybody. Thanks for being here. That's what we got. Yeah. Got any parting thoughts?
No, Jesse, if you made it this far because you're laid up, there you go. 2.5 hours. You'll never get back. Hope you feel better. Paul, I hope you get a ceiling soon.
Yeah.
And I again, a special thanks again to David Stan, because that was a really good episode last time. We got a lot of positive feedback on that episode. And
Sci-Fi just said, I know we keep politics out of this, but thanks for bringing this up. This is something I think everyone just needs to put on it, regardless of politics. It's just it's dirty. I don't like it.
And it's yeah. Well, I don't know if it was necessarily a political thing to say.
No.
I mean,
no, Alvin Bragg's a piece of shit. I'll say that.
So, and I'm not happy with JB Pritzker either. So,
yeah, our state. Other than that, though, guys, we're gonna keep doing live streams. I don't know if we're gonna have a show at the end of the month, because between now, it's a short month, so we might just do Model and Movie this Thursday. Might coast out, and we might do a quick little thing to pull the winner for the giveaway from Paul Gill and William Paquette for Son of Sheer Terror Society. So if you still are interested,
maybe we'll do a quick, if we got some news or reviews or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you play the voicemail?
No, because here we go. I'm ready. Everybody,
here we go. We have a return voicemail.
We have a very important voice. And I wanted to go out with this. And we also stay tuned after the voicemail. There will be a gallery at the end as well. But we have a return. Ready, Scott?
Hit it.
Boo-wee! Yup, I am back. It's me, John Tucky, from the grave. Saddle up, you sons of bitches. It's that time again. Well, it's quite apparent that your ratings need a boost. I am truly perplexed that this time suck you call a show is still around. Suck being the key word. Are you guys ever going to talk about actual model building, or just continue leading your 5 viewers down the rabbit hole of nothingness? Topic, are model builders artists? How the fuck would Joe Hamson know? I'll tell you who aren't artists. People who just collect box kits and paint racks. Maybe you two goof-offs thought someone said fartists instead of artists. Then you schmucks get a pass. Oh, and what's the future of the hobby? Well, the last thing anyone should be doing is listening to you two Nostra dumbasses. Stick a fork in it. Until next time, if there is a next time, fuck Model Flub. And fuck Jason Walker, too.
Ow! Thank you, Mr. Tucky, for returning.
It's been sitting in the queue since the end of the last month, by the way.
Yes. We're holding it for a certain time.
No, the guy that says how I forget because I forgot to remind him about the drawing. Okay, what I did remind him about today was, did you check voicemails? Oh yeah.
Well,
okay.
It has been very we only get voicemail from one person being multiple characters. And some of them are unairable. So I always forget to check. Since Tucky had stopped voicemailing us. But Tucky has returned. And I think we're narrowing down who it is. I don't know. That one sounds... I still think it's AI. I don't know what... That's... Zippy? I agree. I'm starting to think somehow it's an AI voice. And I want to know... when I hope on our last episode, the person that has been John Tucky all this time will please rear their ugly or beautiful head and join us, because I want to know how you did it. This is really good. That's great. Great stuff.
So,
great stuff. And it's not Scuzzfink. It's not Scuzz. There's no way, because all the other ones are Scuzz. There is a definite shift in quality between Scuzzfink voicemails and the Tucky voicemail. And if I am wrong, well done, Scuzzfig. That's but
Well done, who's ever doing it.
whoever's doing it. And I know, I hope my other hope is they're doing it to be mean, and I think it's funny. That's, the ultimate revenge. But wow. All right, everybody, we'll see you next time. I'm going to play the gallery, so stick around for 2 seconds after the show. And we love everybody. Say goodbye, Scott.
Goodbye, Scott.